Atlantic Broadband Cable, in cooperation with the South Union Township Supervisors, presents the South Union Township Sports Network. Today, via tape delay from James Weir Stadium in Belle Vernon, PA, it's the home of the Belle Vernon Area Leopards high school football team. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs take on the Belle Vernon Area Leopards. Hi, everybody. I'm Tony Anola with Rick Frank and Jerry Dupay, and we welcome you aboard for tonight's football game. South Union Township Sports Network coverage is brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, Atlantic Broadband Cable, Armstrong Cable, and CUTV with Gary Smith. I'm Tony Anola with Rick Frank and Jerry Dupay, and we will be back with the lineups for both teams after these messages on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Centers for Rehab Services, CRS, a part of UPMC and the Center for Sports Medicine, is a proud sponsor of the South Union Township Sports Network and its coverage of area youth sports. Make Centers for Rehab Services your choice for all of your physical and occupational therapy needs. CRS, located at 160 Wayland Smith Drive, provides physical therapy, occupational therapy, work injury programs, and hand therapy. Valuing patient satisfaction is one of their highest priorities. Centers for Rehab Services offers a patient-centered environment where each patient has an individualized treatment plan developed for their specific needs. They are experts in helping you recover from injuries, increase strength, and build endurance. CRS professionals have become highly skilled through a strong commitment to continuing education and advanced certifications to ensure the most cutting-edge and cost-effective treatment for their patients. Jim Burns, a lifetime Uniontown area resident, is a licensed physical therapist and facility director of the Uniontown location, as well as a field faculty instructor for Duquesne University and for the University of Pittsburgh School of Physical Therapy. He invites you to stop by his state-of-the-art location and discuss your rehabilitation needs. Center for Rehab Services is participating with most insurance plans, including all Highmark products, UPMC Health Plan, and Medicare. Available 5 days a week and offering extended hours for patient convenience. Patients are seen within 24 to 48 hours, and walk-ins are always welcome. Patients may also be seen through direct access, which does not require a physician's prescription. CRS worked with physicians and other healthcare providers to help you find relief, live your life again, and get you back into the game. For more information, call CRS at 724-437-7500. Where you treat for physical therapy is always your choice, so ask for Centers for Rehab Services. It's your health, it's your choice.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the South Union Township Sports Network. Tony Anola and Rick Frank with Jerry Dupay. Going to be giving you the lineups for the Mustang offense. Starting at quarterback tonight for the Mustangs will be Tyler Christopher. Running backs will be Riley Bosley. The wide receivers will be Keandre Cook and Rodney Gallagher. The tight end, Jacob Popson. The left tackle will be Tanner Slavic. At guard, it will be Anthony Steppage along with J.W. Price. The center will be Kerry Gardner, and on the right tackle will be Hunter Seiske for the Mustangs here tonight against the Belle Vernon Leopards. We'll be right back with the Belle Vernon lineup right after these messages here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
The key to success in life is teamwork. On and off the field, in the workplace, in the home, in our schools. Teamwork gets it done. The world of competitive sports offers many good things, the most important of which is teamwork. Individual talent may win a few games, but teamwork wins championships. Go team! Go Laurel Highlands Mustangs! This positive message has been brought to you and paid for by Jason Scott.
Welcome back to the South Union Township Sports Network. Tony Anola, Rick Frank with Jerry Dupay. We're going to go over the Belle Vernon lineups, and here's Rick with the starting lineup for the Belle Vernon Leopards here tonight.
Thanks, Tony. Starting on the offense for the Leopards, at quarterback, number 12, Jared Hartman, a 6'1", 210-pound senior. Running back, number 2, Larry Calloway, a 6', 190-pound senior. At fullback, number 45, Gage Rogie, a 5'10", 225-pound senior. Wide receivers, number 5, Nolan Labuda, a 5'7", 160-pound senior. That's number 17, Hunter Rakonen, a 6', 170-pound senior. The third wide receiver is Dane Anden, a 6', 155-pound junior. Tight end, Mitchell Polad, 6'4", 215-pound senior. Across the line, we have number 69, the left tackle, Hayden Barron, a 6'2", 265-pound senior. Left guard, number 58, Anthony Evans, a 6'3", 282-pound junior. Center, number 63, Max Briner, a 6'2", 220-pound senior. Right guard, number 52, Dakota Marion, a 6'2", 245-pound junior. And a right tackle, number 60, Zane Zadrozny, a 6'3", 235-pound senior. And that's the offensive unit for the Belle Vernon Leopards tonight. Tony.
All right, a little breezy here tonight, Rick. It's going to be interesting. The breeze blowing from one end of the end zone to the other, and it's going to be kind of tough here on both offenses, so we'll have to see what happens. We'll be right back on the South Union Township Sports Network for the opening kickoff right after these messages.
Davis & Davis, attorneys at law.
Every person who's been injured, when they come in, has an expectation that their case is important, and it is to us. We take these cases very seriously.
So that experience that we have is unique also because we have experience in these communities, in Uniontown, in Washington, in Waynesburg, in these court systems.
You don't have to go to Pittsburgh to be represented by attorneys who don't know their way around your community.
Davis & Davis, attorneys at law.
Welcome back to the South Union Township Sports Network. Tony Hanola with Rick Frank and Jerry Dupay on the camera. We're getting ready for the coin toss here. Captains for the Mustangs lining up. Mustang captains are going to be number 2, Tyler Christopher, number 50, Anthony Steppage, number 61, James Price, and number 66, Joey Conley. For the Belle Vernon Leopards, their captains representing them will be number 12, Jared Hartman, number 5, Nolan Labuda, number 69, Hayden Barron, and number 2, Larry Calloway.
Got a nice breeze going, probably 15 to 20. I'm no meteorologist, but those flags are standing straight out. So field determining which way you're going on this coin flip will make a difference.
Well, and we saw too, during the warm-ups, we saw Cameron Guest, the punter for Belle Vernon, just smacking some punts.
He crushed it.
I mean, he was hitting 60, 65-yard punts in the air.
It was down
with the wind. With the wind is right,
but he got it up in that jet stream.
Yeah, but it was extremely impressive. So that could be a factor in this game as well. in the way of changing field position at all for Belle Vernon or Laurel Highlands. Great breeze right now blowing from right to left, and as we said, we don't expect too much of a passing game here, although Belle Vernon's not known to pass much. But I have a feeling that Laurel Highlands is going to try to pass.
They're going to take the ball. They won the toss.
Laurel Highlands is going to take the ball, and they're going to defend the goal to our right.
It's kind of an advantage second and fourth quarter for the Mustangs.
Right. Hopefully it's a factor then. The Mustang's going to receive.
I don't expect a Mustang to touch this ball, Tony. The way it's blowing and the way Guess kicks.
Well, Guess was trying to actually knock a couple field goals as well, Rick. I mean, he was close to making a 50-yarder. Back for the Mustangs will be Keandre Cook on the left side. I'm sorry, he'll be in the middle. Chanel Thomas will be on the left side, and on the right side of the formation will be, looks like
that's Gallagher,
number
on the
3, Gallagher on the right. So Gallagher, Cook, and Thomas to receive for the Mustangs. As we mentioned, Cameron Guess kicking off here for the Leopards. We're getting ready to start this contest. Belle Vernon comes in ranked number 3 in 4A, even after taking a loss last week against Thomas Jefferson. They played a fantastic first half, but something happened at halftime to where Thomas Jefferson came out and just turned the Jets on and beat the Leopards 34-7. So they're kind of playing with a little chip on their shoulder here tonight. I'm sure they have something here to prove against the Mustangs.
Well, the Mustangs need to get going early.
It'd be great to have a great drive early on, just to kind of change this game right off the bat. There's a great kick by Guess. It's going to be out of the end zone for a touchback. The Mustangs
close to a field goal.
Close to a field goal is correct. As we mentioned, he was just booming both punts and kicks. Matter of fact, he's running off the field right now, giving a signal for a good field goal. Impressive. Mustangs will start at their own 20. Tyler Christopher under center. We're going to have split out to the far side of the field will be number 23. Looks like Romesburg. Here's a handoff to Thomas. Thomas stopped right at the point of contact, line of scrimmage right there. Tackle made there by number 68. I'm sorry, number 58, Anthony Evans. Steps right into the hole there. Stops any progress Thomas had at all. Christopher now out of the shotgun. 2 wide receivers to the right. Here's another handoff to Thomas, and still able to fight. Probably gain about 3 yards when we thought he was stopped for nothing. So now, going to come up 3rd and 7 now for the Mustangs. A couple substitutions coming in.
Yeah, you want to make this 3rd down, Tony. You don't want to punt it.
No, especially punting into the wind. I think it's going to be extremely difficult for the Mustangs. Here's Christopher, drops back. Nice pass, has somebody open. Almost a catch. Wow. That was number 28. That was Christian Burchek.
Nice throw.
That was a fantastic throw by Christopher, but great defense by the defensive back. I think that was Labuda back there for the Belle Vernon Leopards. Nice throw and nice call there by the offensive coordinator, but just couldn't connect. Burchek almost came up with that catch, though, Rick, even falling down. Reminiscent of Lynn Swan back in Super Bowl, 8? I guess I'm showing my age.
I think that ball hung up. Burchek had him beat.
He did have him beat. Here's Izzy's kick. Going to be fielded at the 49-yard line. There's no flags. He's going to go all the way. That's
Did he go?
number
No,
5.
he's down on the 1.
Nolan Labuda, he was driven out at the 1-yard line.
Looks like a tackle there by Izzy.
Saving tackle by Izzy, the punter.
That's about a 49-yard return.
Yeah, 49-yard return is right. Great field position right off the bat for Belle Vernon.
I don't think that was a bad punt either.
Not at all. No, he hit it probably he hit it about 30 yards, really. And nice return there by Labuda, though. He had a great wall on the right side of the field. He was untouched until he got down to the 1-yard line.
Well,
so now Belle Vernon starting out at their own 1, 1st and goal.
That's the special teams execution. No flags on that play.
No flags at all. There's Hartman takes a snap under center. It's going to be given off to Devin Whitlock, the transfer from Monessen, and he scores easily for Belle Vernon. So one play and a 1-yard drive and a 1-yard run by Devin Whitlock, the sophomore transfer from Monessen, who scores the first touchdown here tonight. So, as we said, field position is going to be extremely crucial in this game. And the Mustangs actually, like I said, got a great punt from Izzy, but a great return by Labuda. And Belle Vernon now, Guess going to come in, and
we got a little trickeration here.
Is it going to be trickeration, or are they actually going to try for two? I don't think. I think they're just kind of setting up and waiting. Shot clock. No, it's going to snap back to Labuda, and he's going to fumble it away. But he's able to jump right back on that ball. So kind of thought that Guess would come back and kick an extra point for Belle Vernon, but a little bit of trickeration there by Coach Humbert, but unsuccessful there. But the Mustangs now down 6-0, one play and a 1-yard score by Whitlock. And we'll be right back on the South Union Township Sports Network right after these messages, with Belle Vernon leading 6-0 over the Mustangs.
Creditors calling you day and night? Your debt overwhelms you? Although you may feel that you're in a hopeless situation, Zebley, Mahalev & White can help. We're a full-service local bankruptcy firm that knows what a difficult time this is and what to do to help you get a fresh start. Call Zebley, Mahalev & White today for a free consultation. Your hometown bankruptcy firm. Call us today.
Don't borrow more money until you talk to Zebley, Mahalev & White.
Welcome back to the South Union Township Sports Network. Rick Frank, Tony Hanola, and Jerry Dupay. The Mustangs trailing a minute and 15 seconds into this game. They're down 6-0. Fantastic punt return by Nolan Labuda. And we're going to have the same three players back. We're going to have Gallagher, Cook, and Thomas. And the wind's knocking the ball off the tee is right. They're going to have a holder here. Winds seem to be getting a little bit stronger, too, since we got here. Feels good, but the breeze is easily at 30-mile-an-hour gust, I'm sure. The Mustangs tried to convert a third down. Tyler Christopher with a nice throw to Burchek, but great defense by Labuda in the backfield for the Leopards to break the play up. Now the Mustangs going to have their second possession. And Guess again, going to just kick it right out of the end zone.
Wide left that time.
Yes, wide left is right. He didn't make a field goal that time. So now the Mustangs come back out at their 20. 1st and 10. 10:45 to go here in this first quarter.
You know, for Coach Humbert, Tony, it's a big advantage. He has 9 returning starters on offense, including the quarterback and 4 offensive linemen. And on defense, he has 6 returning starters.
And that's huge, especially coming off a team that finished 9-2 last year. Here's the snap to Christopher. Another handoff to Thomas. Thomas is going to lose a couple of yards on this play. About a 2-yard loss. Tackled there by number 15. That's going to be Cole Waitman. Waitman, the 6'4", 210-pound lineman for the Leopards. Nice play to stop Thomas for no gain. Actually a 2-yard loss. Second down. Belle Vernon almost jumped off sides on a hard count by Christopher. There's another handoff. Thomas trying to run wide this time. Going to pick up about 4 yards and set up a 3rd and 8 for the Mustangs.
That was decent blocking there. They set up a little lane for him to go into. It closed up fast, but he's got to hit that hole quick.
Well, he's got to hit the
give
hole.
him a lot of time.
Right. The thing of it is, they tried to run the first 3 plays, running plays straight up the middle. Now took him out a little wide. Here's a throw by Christopher. Just out of the reach. That was another attempt to Burchek there. So Mustangs going to come back in on a 3 and out. They only held that ball for 1 minute in that series of downs.
That's not good.
No, that's not good.
And it stopped the clock. So I don't know whether that pass was a little long or whether Burchek needed to run it a little deeper toward the sideline.
Yeah, it was interesting. It almost looked like he was thrown towards the sideline, but it almost looked like Burchek curled a little bit. Here's the punt by Izzy. Hoping to get a bounce here. Not as good punt, but no return. And the ball's going to be down on the 39-yard line. So Only a 17-yard punt there by Izzy, and as we mentioned, this 30-mile-an-hour gust playing havoc on the punting game. Hit a decent punt the first time, but it's going to give Belle Vernon great field position again at their own 39-yard. I'm sorry, the Mustangs' 39-yard line.
I did not realize that Whitlock had transferred. He's only a sophomore.
Yeah, Whitlock had transferred.
Must be quite a talent.
Yes, he is. He transferred from Monessen. There's a high snap over Hartman's head. I'm sorry, that's not Hartman. This is Whitlock, and he's going to make something out of this play. Wow.
He got back, gained a yard, maybe.
Yeah, he ran 60 yards to gain one. High snap there. They had Whitlock back in the quarterback spot.
Actually, he lost two, Tony.
Okay. Yeah, they're going to mark him out at the 41. Okay. Yeah, nice save there by Whitlock, able to track that down off the high snap. Center on that play was Max Breyer, and Breyer just snapped it over Whitlock's head.
And the corner did a nice job of forcing Whitlock out of bounds.
Yes, they did. Here's a play here. Whitlock again in the Wildcat. He's going to hand off to number 7. That's Dane Anden. And Anden, he's going to pick up 11 yards and an easy first down for Belle Vernon. No measurement needed. Well past the sticks. So nice run there by Dane Anden.
They picked up 12 on that.
Yes, nice run. As we said, Anden, 6 foot, 155-pound junior, able to pick up that first down. And Belle Vernon a little different here. Hartman, not a quarterback, which is interesting. Here's Whitlock again, just running right through the middle. Nice tackle there.
Picked up 9 on that.
Yeah, looked like that was number 8. That was Keandre Cook coming in, sticking his head in there, stopping Whitlock. Now 2nd and 1.
Wonder what Hartman's thinking about this, about the sophomore starting.
Yeah, well, you got to wonder. I mean, Hartman was actually kind of surprised to come back. He had torn his ACL, MCL, and his meniscus last year in October.
Wow.
And able to come back with some extreme therapy. Did a fantastic job getting back in the lineup here for Belle Vernon. Here's a handoff trying to break it out wide. That's Galloway. Galloway, their leading rusher, coming in this game. Actually, last week had 17 carries for 68 yards against Thomas Jefferson. But there's a flag down in the area of holding. And here's the call. It is going to be a holding call on the Leopards. That's going to be a 10-yard penalty. It's going to set up 2nd and 11. Kind of fortunate there. A nice gain by Callaway. But it's going to be coming back. And again, we see Whitlock in calling the plays.
That's quite a responsibility for a sophomore that hasn't played in this system before.
So you wonder, you just hope nothing's wrong with Hartman. But here's the Mustangs in at 3-5-3. Here's Whitlock trying to get outside. He's able to get through. Missed tackle there, but we got another penalty flag down. And Whitlock, he's going to have to come out. There was a tough hit there that was number 6 for the Mustangs.
Helmet came off.
That was
flag. We got a lot going on this play.
That was Miguel Brumfield with the tackle, and he took Whitlock's helmet off. He's going to have to come out for an offensive play. But it's going to be another hold, I think.
Here comes Hartman. He has that big brace on his right knee.
Yeah. Got another holding call, and it's a spot foul. So that's going to take the ball back. Original line of scrimmage was at 31. It's going to take it back to the 39-yard line now. We've got 2nd and 20 for the Leopards.
Tony, I noticed Hartman walking up the field, and he has that big brace on his right leg, and he doesn't have a normal walk to it. He's got a normal gait to him.
Yeah, he's got a little, I don't know, it looks like he's struggling there a little bit. But he's going to be in the shotgun here now. Galloway flanked to his left. They're going to have
substitution.
Yeah, I think they're going to call a timeout.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be a timeout. Coach Humbert not happy about that. Just didn't have enough personnel on the field. So we're going to take a quick break as well, with the Belle Vernon Leopards leading 6-0, 7:39 to go in the first here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Welcome back to the South Union Township Sports Network. 7:39 to go here in the first quarter. Belle Vernon facing a 2nd and 20. Number 2 Callaway in motion. Here's a swing out pass to Laputa, but nice tackle there. That was number 7, Chanel Thomas, and 8. That was Keandre Cook as well. So nice tackle there by Thomas for another loss. Now it's actually going to set up a 3rd and 24 for Belle Vernon. And the Mustangs could use a big stop here. Only had the ball for 1 minute in that last possession. 2 possessions and haven't converted a first down yet. Here comes the Leopards. 3 wide outs to the right, 2 to the left. Empty backfield. Here's Hartman in a shotgun. There's a snap, Hartman. There's a nice pit, but he's able to get it off to Whitlock. Nice pass over the middle. There was some heat there by Ronnie Romsberg. Put the heat on Hartman, but he's able to connect to Whitlock, but still well short of the first down. It's going to be 4th and 12.
Well, that was a nice 12-yard pickup, and
yes,
they had 25 yards to go.
Well, Whitlock's showing a lot of speed. Small fella at 6 foot 155, but showing great speed, and Belle Vernon's going to go for this. So now 4th and they say 13 on the clock here, but here's Hartman again. 3 wide outs left, 2 right, 2 to the left, 3 to the right. Here's Hartman with some heat. He's going to be able to flip it right over. Missed tackle, and that's going to be Callaway, and he's going to score easily on a 31-yard connection. Hartman to Callaway. Now Belle Vernon extends its lead to 12. We're going to see now if there's going to be any trickery or not. Are they just going to send out Cameron Guess, or are they going to try it again?
He's kicked 4 extra points according to the stats that I looked up, Tony.
Yeah, and
so they don't do the 2-point every time. When Laurel Highlands played University Prep, they ran 2 every time because they didn't have a kicker.
Right. So we're going to see what they're going to set up. No, they're going to go for 2.
Trying to get that to 14.
Yep. Hartman again. He's signaling but walking away, and I got a feeling they're going to just snap it to Whitlock, and they do. Here comes Whitlock, and he's able to walk in. So Whitlock with the 2-point conversion extends Belle Vernon's lead to 14-0 now with 6:06 left here in the first quarter. And we'll be right back after these messages on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Turn to the experts. Fayette Furnace Company Incorporated, serving the Tri-County area since 1920, the area's oldest and most reliable heating and cooling contractor, specializing in Carrier equipment. Employee owned and operated, choosing Fayette Furnace Company and Carrier not only gives you over 200 years of experience, but gives you the experts to help you solve your home's comfort needs. Call Fayette Furnace Company and Carrier to solve your home comfort needs today. Call 724-438-5400 or look up Fayette Furnace Company on the web at FayetteFurnaceCompany.com. Turn to the experts, almost 100 years of serving the Tri-County area. For more information, call Mike at 724-438-5400. That's 724-438-5400 for Fayette Furnace Company.
Welcome back to the South Union Township Sports Network. Belle Vernon out to a quick 14-0 lead. Still 6:06 left to go here in this first quarter. A nice pass there from Hartman right across the middle to Callaway on a 31-yard touchdown pass.
I didn't get to see who missed that tackle, but somebody missed the shoestring tackle there.
Yeah. Tough right over the center there.
Good read there by Hartman.
Yeah. And again, I guess he was trying to knock that through the goal post, but just missed a little wide left.
He almost took out the scoreboard.
Yeah. So now again, the Mustangs, they're familiar with this starting field position. This will be the third possession, and all three started on the 30 with kickbacks there by Guest on each of his kickoff efforts. So now the Mustang looking to try to get something going offensively. Belle Vernon able to stop him on the first two possessions. Here's Christopher again in the shotgun. Chenille Thomas trying to get the handoff there. No, it's going to be Christopher, keeps it himself. Able to get back to the line of scrimmage. One thing we wanted to mention tonight is Robbie Slater, the leader for the Mustangs in all-purpose yardage, not playing tonight due to injury. Not exactly sure what happened to Robbie, but that's a big loss for the Mustangs here tonight, especially looking for offense against a very good Belle Vernon team. Here's Christopher now on 2nd and 10. Looks to his right, no good. Throws it back out. This is to number 6. That's to Brumfeld. Brumfeld just lost his footing on the turf. Had some wide open territory there. He was able to pick up about 4 yards, but could have been a lot more there, Rick. He just lost his footing here on the turf.
Yeah, he had some open space. He probably would have got to the first down.
I would have thought so, too. I think he would have made another 6 yards easily. There was a lot of space between him and the yard marker there. Referees are talking now. I'm going to see what's going on. We got a hold? Oh, we got a defensive holding call. Wow, so that's going to be the third penalty tonight on Belle Vernon. That's going to be a defensive holding.
Defensive first down.
Yeah, I was going to say the Mustangs probably going to get their first down here of the night, and they do. They're going to accept a penalty. Coach Colazar, and I don't blame him there. So now all of a sudden, the Mustangs going to have possession now on the 30.
Another key component on the offensive and defensive line for the Mustangs is out tonight talking with the coaches downstairs, and that's Tanner Slavic. You know, it's hard for Christopher to have time to move the ball. There's another penalty. They moved again. I didn't see
And I think they must have called a spot foul, I guess. I'm not sure, but it's going to give the Mustangs possession on the 34 and a quick snap. Here's Christopher dropping back. That's a nice catch right there. That's Burchek. That's the third time he's attempted to throw it to him. Burchek now with about an 8-yard gain. Nice pass by Christopher. That's his first completion. We'll make it back. 7-yard gain there. Nice catch as he was actually falling to the ground.
Same route all 3 times out to that sideline.
Yep. This is an inside handoff now to Brumfeld. He's going to be hit. That's number 36. It's going to be Camden Spotto, and there's going to be a flag, and that's going to be a hold on the Mustangs. Trying to run that inside sweep, that jet sweep, and they're going to call a holding call here on the Mustangs. So that's their first penalty of the night, and again, that's a spot foul as well. So going to mark off 10 yards from the 39, take it back to the 29-yard line. Now make it 2nd and 15 for the Mustangs.
Mustangs cannot afford to go backwards. They need to burn clock. They need to keep the defense off the field.
They definitely need to keep the defense off. I mean, we've seen quick strike offense by Belle Vernon here tonight. Here's Christopher trying to throw it into traffic. Oh, great pass. Oh, Brumfeld thought he had it there for a minute. Christopher just dropped that pass in perfectly between the 2 defenders, Whitlock and Pasek, but Brumfeld not able to come up with the catch. Fantastic touch there.
That's the second Laurel Highlands pass that just couldn't get completed.
Right.
Nobody's guarding Gallagher. Okay, now they're shifting a little bit. You don't want to leave Gallagher open.
Nope, 3rd down, 15 for the Mustangs, 29. Here's another pass. It's going to be long, and that's going to be picked off. It's going to be Hunter Rukonen. Rukonen with the interception. That's going to be the 7th interception of the year for Christopher. And we've got another penalty flag down. And the Mustangs got to hope that this is another defensive holding penalty in the backfield.
It looked like it could have been pass interference there. There was a little bumping and grinding there in the middle of the field. I think Brumfield was the intended receiver.
Brumfield actually I thought he had his man beat there, but
well,
we're going to find out what
just
happens.
Overthrown.
Yeah.
Or maybe he got held back. I don't know.
Let's see
what the call is.
Yeah, waiting for the signal here. Referee's talking it over. We have one referee running back to the line of scrimmage with the ball, and it's true. Good call there, Rick. Pass interference on the Belle Vernon Leopards.
Lots of extracurricular activity.
Yeah, so now all of a sudden,
I'm sure Jerry will have that on a slow-mo.
Yeah, they're going to mark off 15 yards. And they're going to get an automatic first down. No, the people in the press box here are screaming that he's going to be short. And now we're going to find out what's going on. They're giving him a first down without a measurement. The Mustangs will take it. That's going to be the 5th penalty here on the Belle Vernon Leopards. Waiting to see what's happening here. It's going to be awfully close. I don't think it's a first down, but I can tell you the Mustangs, they're going to call for a measurement. They're going to call a timeout, a referee timeout. So we'll take a timeout as well while they measure. Now we're going to stay here. Okay.
This is my first measurement in years that I've seen, Tony.
Okay, and there it is.
Got it.
Mustangs, yeah, it's going to be a first down. Nope, he's going to be short by probably about 6 inches. So the Mustangs going to come back, though. It's still going to be 3rd down, but now with extremely manageable yardage. Hopefully the Mustangs,
short by a hot sausage.
Short by a hot sausage is correct. One of those pepperoni rolls we saw earlier. So now the Mustangs going to have to go for it. Christopher, I'm sure he's going to take the snap under center. Probably just run right behind the center and try to pick up the first down here. Let's find out. 3rd and 1. Clock running now. 4:30 to go here in this first quarter. Mustangs trailing 14-0. There's Christopher, takes a snap. Going to draw him off.
He's done a nice job with hard counts this year, Tony.
He's going to be close. Are they able to push him over? The Mustangs, nice job. Birdcheck lined up and able to push him back in the back, and he's able to get to the midfield stripe. So that is going to be a first down for the Mustangs. Nice effort there by Christopher and a nice call by Coach Colasar.
Good job on the line.
Yep. Yeah, it's still going to be a first down for the Mustangs.
Good job on the line, and Thomas pushed him from behind too. That helped.
Right. Here comes Christopher fading back, trying to throw it down the middle. Just out of the reach.
Cook.
Yeah. Keandre Cook.
That was a nice pass. I think he should have had that pass.
It was a pretty nice pass. It looks like he just kind of jumped a little bit too early.
It was a tad behind him, but it was catchable.
Nice try by Cook there, but Cook came into this game with 3 catches for 77 yards. This is a handoff to Gallagher on the inside, and Gallagher's stopped. He's going to lose about 4 yards here. Going to set up a 3rd and 14 now for the Mustangs. And you want to get some more yardage here. Keep eating some clock. As we saw, Belle Vernon quick strike offense.
Looks like he lost 2, Tony. And that play never had a chance.
No, it did not. Gallagher had no blocking whatsoever on that left side. And here's a fake to Thomas. Here's another throw by Christopher. Gallagher tries to step in, but Labuda is going to intercept this pass, trying to be tracked down by Brumfield, who's able to catch him on the 13-yard line. So a turnover here on 3rd and 13. The 8th interception now for Christopher on the year, and the 2nd in this game. And Belle Vernon all of a sudden set up in their Mustang territory.
That was intended for Cook, I think, and Brumfield did a nice job of running Labuda down.
He did. What happened was the receiver just didn't come back for the ball, and as we said, windy conditions, and looked like I thought it was Gallagher, maybe Cook, but either way, they had their man beat. But I think the wind just stopped the ball from traveling, and it was underthrown. And
he threw into double coverage.
Yeah, and he threw into double coverage as well. So Labuda able to come back with the interception and set up the Belle Vernon Leopards here 13-yard line. 3:16 to go here in this first quarter.
Hartman in the shotgun.
Hartman back in. They're going to send Callaway in motion. Here's Hartman looking left. Quick screen. That's going to go to number 13. That's Ian Maloney. And Maloney able to get in? Yes. They're going to signal a touchdown. So
that's his second touchdown pass.
A 6-second drive here for Belle Vernon. And now all of a sudden, the Mustangs in a 20-0 hole. And there's still 3 minutes and 10 seconds to go here in this first quarter. So 14-yard pass from Hartman to Ian Maloney. Yeah.
Started out spread, swinging gain.
Spread, now they're going to bring it back in. Now they're going to have Guess kick. They're lining up for the kick. Rukonen is the holder. And here's Guess. As we know, he's got plenty of leg. Up. We've got a penalty flag down. We might have motion. And we are going to have motion. Yeah.
You know, if he kicks it the way he's been kicking, he'll kick it out on Route 51 with
I know. Yeah, there's no real net back there, so yeah, there's a net. We can see it. It's barely. You can't really see it because of the trees, but they better have a net back there. You're right. It would be down on Route 51. This kid can kick. So now they're going to move it back 5. So he's going to try a 15-yard point after. As you mentioned, Rick, successful on every one so far here this year. And he looked like he pulled that one. That's going to be no good. Guess.
Put the eyeball on him.
Yeah, we did. I jazzed him, as Soup would say. So now, with that missed extra point, his first of the year, 3:10 to go here in this first quarter. The Leopards ahead of the Mustangs, 20-0 on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Many people unknowingly have chronic liver disease and discover it during routine blood testing. Possible causes include alcohol, hepatitis C, fatty liver, and iron overload. If left unchecked, this can lead to cirrhosis or severe liver scarring. Offer the latest testing and treatment for chronic liver disease. SWGI, specialists in digestive health.
Welcome back to the South Union Township Sports Network. Belle Vernon now with a 20-0 lead, 3:10 to go here in this first quarter. And again, oh no, we have a little bit of change back there. Now you have Cook, Chenille Thomas, and now you're going to have Trent Livingston, 6'1", 235-pound junior, back to receive the kick. And again, Guess almost off the scoreboard.
He's shooting for the scoreboard.
He is shooting for the scoreboard, trying to put a couple lights out like the natural. So now all of a sudden, the Mustangs again, starting at their own 20. Put together somewhat of a drive last time, Rick, but just couldn't convert. And the turnover again hurt the Mustangs.
They haven't really moved the sticks on their own.
No, they've been fortunate enough. Belle Vernon's been called for about 6 penalties so far here tonight. There's Christopher out of the shotgun. A lot of heat. Able to swing to his left, throw the ball away, and almost another interception. That ball was almost picked up by DeMonte Johnson. Johnson, that ball hit him right in the hands, and he just dropped it. Fortunate for the Mustangs, because Belle Vernon would have been in exceptionally good position again to score again before the end of this quarter. So now 3:02 to go.
Christopher was running for his life there to the left.
He was running for his life. He was getting a lot of heat. Here's a snap now, 2nd and 10. Gallagher has his man beat. Here's Gallagher. Nice pass by Christopher. Is he able to outrun everybody? Here's the freshman. Let's go. Making a couple moves. Great move there. Give him a block. He's going to make a touchdown for the Mustangs.
80 yards.
So, wow, an 80-yard pass. Rodney Gallagher, the freshman, the basketball protege here for the Mustangs, able to outrun everybody, make a couple great spin moves, and score on an 80-yard touchdown pass to put the Mustangs on the board. So 2:48 to go. The Mustangs now losing 20-6. It's going to bring in the kicker, Layton. Layton 4 for 5 on extra points here this year. Holder's going to be Christopher. Kicking into a stiff wind. Good snap, and it's up, and it is no good. Wow, looked like he kind of made it from here, Rick, but they're going to call it no good, wide left. So wide left, but the Mustangs able to get on the board. Fantastic pass from Christopher to Rodney Gallagher on an 80-yard hookup. And the Mustangs back in this game at 20-6, 2:48 to go left in this first quarter. And the Mustangs will be kicking off, and we'll be right back on the South Union Township Sports Network right after these messages.
The key to success in life is teamwork. On and off the field, in the workplace, in the home, in our schools. Teamwork gets it done. The world of competitive sports offers many good things, the most important of which is teamwork. Individual talent may win a few games, but teamwork wins championships. Go team! Go Laurel Highlands Mustangs! This positive message has been brought to you and paid for by Jason Scott.
Welcome back to the South Union Township Sports Network. The Mustangs going to kick off here. Back deep to receive for the Belle Vernon Leopards is going to be number 1, Devin Whitlock. And number 5, looks like Nolan Labuda. Is that who you see down there, Rick? I think it's number 5. And it should be Labuda with the 50-yard punt return early on after the first kick by the Mustangs. Yeah, so here's the kick. Short kick, fielded on the 25 by running back Larry Calloway, and he gets a couple blocks up the sideline. He's going to be run out close to the 45-yard line. They're going to mark him at the 45-yard line at Belle Vernon. No, they're going to mark him at the 44, I'm sorry.
That was pretty decent coverage. It's hard to kick into that wind, and they held him to probably a 15-yard return.
Yes, nice job by the Mustangs. So right now, the Belle Vernon going to take over at their own 44, leading 20-6.
First time they've started on their side of the field.
Yes, they've had fantastic field position.
See who the quarterback is. They've been going with Hartman. It was interesting that they switched. They had to get him Whitlock out of the field, off the field. But Hartman's been in there the whole time.
Yeah, Hartman now back in after the 80-yard touchdown pass from Christopher to Rodney Gallagher with some fantastic moves. Put the Mustangs back in this game, 20-6.
Great coverage there by Brumfield for a 5-yard loss.
It was fantastic coverage. They tried to throw that pass out in the flat to Callaway, but fantastic coverage by Brumfield. He's been pretty much everywhere tonight, Rick. We've called his number a lot. Nice tackle. Now it's going to bring up a 2nd and 13 for Belle Vernon. Brumfield.
Hartman is 5 for 5 for 56 yards, Tony.
That's pretty tough.
2 touchdowns, passes. I don't see him running at all.
No. Brumfield actually came in as the leading tackler for the Mustangs, and he's showing why. There's a nice play right there. That's going to be caught in the backfield. Daniel Izzy able to get in the backfield and tackle Larry Callaway for another loss. So the Belle Vernon Leopards all of a sudden going backwards. Unusual for them. That's going to be a loss of about 4 yards. It's going to make it now 3rd and 17 for Belle Vernon. Hartman getting the signals now from the offensive coordinator. And this will be a huge stop for the Mustangs. Plus, they'll be able to go, if they can hold this Belle Vernon offense right now, they're going to be going into the win. There's only 1:20 to go here in this first quarter, so if they can hold it and kind of run some clock. There's a pitch back to Callaway, trying to get outside, but he stopped on the tackle right there for the Mustangs.
Flag on the play.
That was going to be, I think we're going to get a cheap shot in the backfield there. Izzy took Hartman down and then kind of pushed each other. I don't know who they're going to call that on. The stop on the play was made by Aaron Huey, number 65, able to get off the line and tackle Callaway, stop him from making the first down. But let's see what this play is going to be called. Looked like Izzy kind of pushed and shoved Hartman a little bit. And if that's the case, that's going to be a bad penalty. That was a pass to, that was Galloway. Oh, wow, they're going to call it offsetting penalties. That was a run by Callaway on an inside handoff. He was able to gain probably about 7 yards, but now they're going to call offsetting penalties.
But they're moving the yardage marker.
Well, no, they're just going to move it. They're going to call it. It looks like they're just going to say it was a dead ball foul on both sides. So they're just going to leave the ball right there. That's going to bring up a 4th and 8 at the 46 for Belle Vernon. Izzy was called for that. Not exactly sure who was called for the other, but no, they're going to punt. This is Guess. Guess is able to get it off. Back to Keandre Cook. Cook able to shake a couple tacklers. If he can get outside. He's trapped there on the sideline. Nice coverage there by the Belle Vernon Leopards. Cook going to be stopped at his own 17. That'll bring up a 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. 43.4 seconds to go here. The Belle Vernon Leopards leading 20-6. And we'll be right back on the South Union Township Sports Network after these messages.
You missed the third one.
Okay, we're back.
We can hear it better.
Back on the South Union Township Sports Network. There's Christopher now, 1st and 10 from the 12. This is a handoff now to Brumfield. He's trying to get outside. Going to pick up maybe 1-2 yards at the most.
Tackled there by Andon.
Nice tackle by Andon to stop him. Tried to get to the sidelines there. And it could be the very last play of this first quarter. Game clock at 20 seconds. With the play clock now only down to 20. So about a 6-second differential. But the Mustangs still going to run. Here's an inside handoff to Chanel Thomas. Thomas able to pick up probably about 3 yards. And that's going to be the final play of this first quarter with the scorer, the Belle Vernon Leopards 20 and the Laurel Highlands Mustangs 6. We'll be right back on the South Union Township Sports Network for second quarter coverage right after these messages.
Centers for Rehab Services, CRS, a part of UPMC and the Center for Sports Medicine, is a proud sponsor of the South Union Township Sports Network and its coverage of area youth sports. Make Centers for Rehab Services your choice for all of your physical and occupational therapy needs. CRS, located at 160 Wayland Smith Drive, provides physical therapy, occupational therapy, work injury programs, and hand therapy. Valuing patient satisfaction is one of their highest priorities. Centers for Rehab Services offers a patient-centered environment where each patient has an individualized treatment plan developed for their specific needs. They are experts in helping you recover from injuries, increase strength, and build endurance. CRS professionals have become highly skilled through a strong commitment to continuing education and advanced certifications to ensure the most cutting-edge and cost-effective treatment for their patients. Jim Burns, a lifetime Uniontown area resident, is a licensed physical therapist and facility director of the Uniontown location, as well as a field faculty instructor for Duquesne University and for the University of Pittsburgh School of Physical Therapy. He invites you to stop by his state-of-the-art location and discuss your rehabilitation needs. Center for Rehab Services is participating with most insurance plans, including all Highmark products, UPMC Health Plan, and Medicare. Available 5 days a week and offering extended hours for patient convenience. Patients are seen within 24 to 48 hours, and walk-ins are always welcome. Patients may also be seen through direct access, which does not require a physician's prescription. CRS worked with physicians and other healthcare providers to help you find relief, live your life again, and get you back into the game. For more information, call CRS at 724-437-7500. Where you treat for physical therapy is always your choice, so ask for Centers for Rehab Services. It's your health, it's your choice.
Welcome back to the South Union Township Sports Network. We're going to start the second quarter here. The Mustangs trailing the Belle Vernon Leopards 20-6. The Mustangs with a 3rd and 4 on their own 18. In motion, number 23, Ronnie Romsberg. Christopher going to keep it himself. He's shut down right in the middle as he tried to go up the middle. He was tackled there by number 36. That was Camden Spotto. Spotto with another great tackle, and it's going to force a 4th down for the Mustangs. 4th and 4.
They can go to the air if they can throw it far enough, and Gallagher can hopefully run under it.
Now you got to wonder.
It looks like the Leopards have thought of that, though.
Well, I think they're going to try to draw them off sides. It's a pretty precarious position right here now.
There's a flag on the far side.
There is a flag, and they're going to call an illegal procedure. Yep. Going to call an illegal procedure on the Mustangs, so
that backfire.
Going to send out the punt team now. And here comes Izzy. Izzy coming in for the Mustangs, averaging 30.5 yards at punt. And he's going to be punting with a pretty stiff wind here. Could be able to flip the field position here.
If he had one bad punt, or his average would be higher than that.
Yeah. Let's see what he does here. There's a snap. There's Izzy. Kicks it. Not a bad punt whatsoever.
Got it up in the wind.
It's going to be fielded here by Whitlock. Whitlock runs into his own man. Shakes a couple moves here. Now all of a sudden, great run here by Whitlock. He's going to be tackled by Rodney Gallagher on the 36-yard line.
About a 15-yard return. He can shake and bake.
Yeah, shake and bake is right. He's got some moves. He's got some talent. Nice-looking sophomore for Belle Vernon. As we said, via Monessen, transferred in. But that's going to set up the Belle Vernon Leopards on the 37-yard line. The Mustang 37, 1st and 10. 11 minutes to go in this second quarter. Belle Vernon up 20-6 right now.
I can see why having Whitlock would be an advantage, because when you get on with against some of the elite teams in the WPIAL, Hartman's a one-dimension quarterback. He can only throw. But Whitlock is dangerous multiple ways.
Yes. And you can see, you can understand why Hartman can't run, obviously coming off, as we said, ACL, MCL, and meniscus tear. And here's an inside handoff to Whitlock. Whitlock able to pick his way through. Got a downfield block. That's going to be a tackle there by Izzy. But after a huge gain Looks like they're going to mark him down at, what, the 11-yard line. 26-yard run there by Whitlock. Just able to weave his way right through the Mustang defense. So now 1st and 10 from they're going to say the 12-yard line.
For Whitlock, that's 38 yards on 5 carries.
He's having a nice game. He's got a lot of skill. He's tough. Here's Hartman. He's going to go under center, not out of the shotgun. He's got Rogie in the backfield, and they're going to hand it to the fullback. Here's Rogie up the middle, his first carry of the game. He's going to pick up a quick 6, I think. Looks like they marked him down about the 6-yard line. Nice, an inside handoff had Whitlock running outside as a decoy. Rogie able to pick up, that's right, 6 yards on this handoff to him. And now it's going to bring up a 2nd and 4 for the Leopards. 10:14 to go on a running clock in this second quarter. 20-6. Tony Hanola, Rick Frank, and Jerry Dupay here with you on the South Union Township Sports Network.
They can get a first down without a touchdown.
Yes, he can get to the 2. And here's Hartman rolling a little bit, looking to his side. And there's a pass out there to number 7. That's going to be Andon, and it easily bolts into the end zone. So now Hartman with 3 touchdown passes. This one from 6 yards out to Dane Andon, this junior. And Belle Vernon strikes right back after that 80-yard touchdown play by the Mustangs to come back and score a touchdown. So now 26-6. 9:53 to go. Let's see, we're going to have guests out here. They try trickery each time. They're setting up, looks like a timeout. So we're going to take a timeout as well here. 9:53 to go in this second quarter. 26-6. Belle Vernon leading the Laurel Highlands Mustangs here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Creditors calling you day and night? Your debt overwhelms you? Although you may feel that you're in a hopeless situation, Zebley, Mahalev & White can help. We're a full-service local bankruptcy firm that knows what a difficult time this is and what to do to help you get a fresh start. Call Zebley, Mahalev & White today for a free consultation. Your hometown bankruptcy firm. Call us today.
Don't borrow more money until you talk to Zebley, Mahalev & White.
Welcome back to the South Union Township Sports Network. 26-6. Now the Belle Vernon Leopards attempting a extra point. Looks like they're going to go for 2 here, Rick. Hartman.
We know it's going to be a pass where there's nobody in the backfield.
Yes, empty backfield is right. Receiver split, now in motion comes Labuda.
Labuda puts 4 on the right side.
Yep, they're going to look that way and they're going to flip it out there. And they're going to be able to make it with ease. Not exactly sure who caught that pass. But it's going to count for another 2-point conversion here. So Belle Vernon able to convert and come strike right back after the Mustangs got on the board. So now with 9:53 to go in this second quarter, the Leopards lead 28-6 here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
All right, Brian, we'd like to welcome the WMBS audience. Rick Frank, Tony Hanola, and Jerry Dupay here at James Weir Stadium in Belle Vernon. Belle Vernon came back and struck for a quick touchdown. They lead now 28-6. The Mustangs got on the board with an 80-yard pass from Christopher to Rodney Gallagher, who showed a ton of moves. But Belle Vernon pretty much unstoppable on offense right now, and 28-6, and they're kicking off to the Mustangs. 9:53 to go here in the second quarter. Back to Brian and Soup in Uniontown. kick. Again, touchback. The Mustangs going to take over again on their own 20. Down 9:53 to go. 28-6. Yeah. All of a sudden, Mustangs now again, 22-point hole. And here's Christopher out of the shotgun. 2 wide receiver split. Here's a throw again to Burchak, just a little high. Christopher just a little off the mark. Nice coverage there by Belle Vernon's DeMonte Johnson. Johnson's pretty nice defensive back there, Rick. He's done a nice job on the Mustangs so far here tonight.
This is Christopher's 4th game as a quarterback in high school.
Right.
So he's trying to get used to his receivers and where they're going to run to, what their patterns are going to be.
There's an inside handoff to Chanel Thomas. Thomas getting the workload here tonight out of the backfield. Able to pick up a couple there. Stopped by the Belle Vernon defense, and now that's going to bring up a 3rd and 9. They only gave him a 1-yard gain there. And here's Christopher again out of the shotgun. At Brumfeld breaking outside, but again, nice coverage. Yeah, Labuda. I'm sorry, that's not Labuda. That's number 6. That's Andrew Pasak with the stop. Nice defense by Pasak, and that's going to bring on the Mustang punt team again. Izzy.
3 and out.
Yeah, quick 3 and out. Because that touchdown was scored with 9:53 to go. So really, they only ran, 29 seconds off the clock there, Rick?
Yeah, well, those passes stop the clock and make the game a lot longer.
Yes, it does. Here's Izzy kicking with the wind. Little end-over-end kick. Going to hit. Not get a bounce. Gallagher's going to down that on the 45-yard line of Belle Vernon, where the Leopards will take over with 9:14 to go here in this second quarter. 28-6, Belle Vernon over Laurel Highlands.
34-yard punt for Izzy.
Yes, and that's pretty much what his average was. We said he was about a 32-yard average for the year coming in.
He had to get it off quick though, because there was a lot of people coming.
Yeah, he had a lot of heat on him there. Was able to get it off, luckily. Block punt's the last thing the Mustangs need right here. So now here comes Belle Vernon again. Pretty much having their way on offense here tonight. Hartman again at quarterback. Starting this game, we saw Whitlock, the sophomore, out of the Wildcat position, but now Hartman under center. He's going to hand this to Larry Calloway. Calloway, nice run here. Calloway with an easy 15, 16-yard pickup. It's going to be another first down for Belle Vernon. It's going to take the ball down to the 39-yard line. 1st and 10. Calloway able to pick his hole and able to get past the Mustang defense. Nice tackle there by Gallagher, but not after a 15-yard gain. Hartman again. Going to hand it to the fullback Rogie. Rogie's pretty impressive, the big fella. Able to get through the line. He picked up a quick 8 yards there.
4 of those were the defensive linemen. I didn't catch the number tackling him.
Yeah, Rogie, a 5'10", 225-pound senior. He's got 2 carries here tonight for 14 yards. That's going to set up a 2nd and 2 for Belle Vernon. Hartman again fakes the handoff to Calloway. Rolls to his right. He's got a wide open receiver. That's Ryan Abbott. Abbott able to get down. He's forced out of bounds at the 5-yard line by the Mustang defense, but nice little pitch and catch there by Hartman to Abbott. They're going to pick up 26 yards there and easily moving on this Mustang defense. As we mentioned, the Mustangs have not given up less than 40 points in each of the first 3 games, and looks like it's pretty much going to be the same thing here tonight, Rick. Here's Hartman pitching it to the left. Calloway upended there by number 23, Romesburg. Great tackle there. I think they're going to mark Calloway down at about the 1.
VAR referee stated touchdown.
They gave him a touchdown? Interesting. I didn't think he got in there. Wow. I mean, he got upended. I just didn't think. I thought his legs landed in the end zone, but I didn't think the ball did. But obviously the referee saw something a little bit different than we did. And that's going to put some more points on the board for Belle Vernon now, 34-6.
You know, Callaway, as soon as he got the pitch, he took that ball and it looked like he was going to throw it there. Did a little pump. I don't know whether he was going to throw it or is that to draw the defenders, to freeze the defenders, but
he's in for his 4th touchdown of the year. We're going to have a little wildcat setup. You got Callaway, you got Whitlock in. Whitlock's going to fake the handoff to Callaway and try to cut it back the other way. He's able to shake a couple of defenders, and he gets in. Wow. This Whitlock, he's going to be something special for Coach Humbert and this Belle Vernon team. And now, all of a sudden, 8:14 to go. That drive took less than a minute as well. Now the Belle Vernon Leopards 36, the Mustangs 6. 8:14 to go here yet in this second quarter. And we'll be right back on the South Union Township Sports Network after these messages.
Davis & Davis, attorneys at law.
Important for people to know that we represent injured people to the best of our ability, and we've been successful doing that. And I don't say that to have people come to see us because we have been successful. I say that because it's true, and it's important.
Another important aspect is the experience that we have is local experience in the court system in Uniontown, in Washington, in Waynesburg.
Davis & Davis, attorneys at law.
Welcome back to the South Union Township Sports Network. Tony Anola, Rick Frank, and Jerry Dupay. Watching an extremely impressive Belle Vernon team manhandle the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. Belle Vernon ahead 36-6, 8:14 to go in this second quarter. And you can see they want to take it out on the Mustangs after that loss to Thomas Jefferson last week. Here's the kick by Guess. Going to be handled there. It looks like Keandre Cook, I'm sorry. He's going to take the ball to the 2 and get out to the 25. A pretty nice return there by Cook. That's going to set the Mustangs up
hey, Tony,
at their own 25.
Here's some numbers. Hartman is 9 for 9 for 86 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Wow. Pretty impressive.
Has not thrown an incompletion.
And as we know, they scored 36 points so far, and he wasn't in. Good quarterback for the first 2 touchdowns.
But they found a way to utilize Whitlock.
Yes, they have. So now here's Christopher, drops back again. He's going to try to hit Burchek. Oh, no. Gallagher almost with a one-handed catch. Fantastic effort by Rodney. Nice pass there by Christopher, but just out of the reach. Gallagher able to get a hand on that. I was impressed with that. Thought he was going to pull it in one-handed, but just wasn't able to get a handle on the ball. So nice try by Gallagher. Pretty nice throw by Christopher. So we mentioned the Mustangs now going with the wind.
I don't know if Gallagher was the intended receiver because I think Burchek was out there too.
I do too. I actually thought Burchek was the intended receiver. That was my original call. Now here's an inside handoff to Chenille Thomas. Thomas able to pick up about 3 yards, maybe 2. It's going to bring up a 3rd down again for the Mustangs. We'll call it 3rd and 8 from their own 27.
Here's the other side of the tale there, Tony. Tyler Christopher is 3 for 12 for 92 yards, but one of them of those 3 was for 80.
Right, with 2 interceptions as well, Rick. Here's Christopher trying to hit a man going down the middle. It looks like he and Gallagher, just a little miscommunication. Gallagher was going to try to fly pattern there. It looks like he was trying to throw the middle. And it had number 21, who is Cole Allen. But Allen was an interesting tie. I actually thought he had him beat, but...
Well, he kind of flipped the ball, and I think it sailed. I think it was... he's thrown into coverage, and that's dangerous.
Yes, it is. So that's going to bring up another 4th down. The Mustangs, 4th and 8.
I would say that took 40 seconds off the clock.
Yeah. Well, you figure the touchdown was at 8:14, so we're down to 7:26. Here's Izzy, kind of off the side of his foot. They're going to probably mark this out. Looks like about the 45-yard line. No.
Let's watch the referees.
Welcome to the WMBS audience. We're here at James Weir Stadium. Belle Vernon Leopards up 36-6, and they're just going to get control of this ball. There's 7:20 to go in this second quarter. Belle Vernon able to score on all the possessions outside of one. They're going to have the ball on their own 49-yard line. So we said 36-6. The Mustangs offense pretty much trying to throw pretty much every play, but the problem is it just keeps stopping the clock and giving Belle Vernon a lot of time. The Mustangs defense been on the field an awful lot of time, Rick, that's for sure.
I don't keep those times.
Yeah, we don't keep time of possession, but we can tell you a couple of the drives that they had.
The last possession was 40 seconds.
Yeah,
so
last possession.
A number of them.
Yeah, it was only 40 seconds. We had one up less than a minute. Just impressive. The Belle Vernon Leopards. We're going to have a penalty flag here. Dead ball foul. It's going to be a delay of game. Wow. Game clock ran out. Hartman. As we said, Whitlock started at the quarterback position for Belle Vernon, which was kind of a surprise. Whitlock, the sophomore transfer from Monessen, able to come in and lead the Belle Vernon Leopards on two drives. Grant you, the first drive was only a 1-yard plunge by Whitlock to score after a fantastic 50-yard punt return by Nolan Labuda. But yeah, we've got split receiver in the I formation. Here's Hartman under center. He's going to hand it now. This is number 7. That's going to be Dane Anden. He caught a pass for a 7-yard touchdown from Hartman earlier in this second quarter. He's able to pick up a couple yards there. We'll give him one.
For the WNBS listening audience, Tony Hartman is 9 for 9 for 96 yards and 3 touchdowns.
And a correction, Anden actually was able to pick up 6 yards there. I forgot the penalties. It was 1st and 15. Now it's 2nd and 9. Here's Whitlock in motion. Fakes the handoff to him. Gives it to Callaway. Callaway hits the hole. Able to get up underneath there and pick up probably another 4 yards. But it's going to bring a third down for the Leopards. 3rd and about 4. But we saw earlier on, Rick, we saw that they actually had a 3rd and 14 and were able to convert on a 31-yard touchdown pass to Callaway in this first quarter. So the Mustangs have to stiffen up here. They've been able to go with the win in this second quarter, but still haven't been able to do much on offense. Now 3rd down, 6:05 on a running clock in this second quarter. Here's Hartman out of the shotgun, going to just flip it quick screen now inside. We're going to get a face mask call here, no doubt.
Multiple flags out.
Yeah, that pass looked like it was to Andrew Pasek. No, I think it was going to be Labuda. I'm sorry. So Nolan Labuda with the catch and almost had his head ripped off by multiple Mustang defenders. I think they're going to call a 15-yard variety here. There's no doubt.
But that was a 12-yard completion to Labuda.
Right, 12-yard completion, and now you're going to have a spot foul. Yep, and now it's going to take the ball from the 33 all the way down to the 18-yard line. Belle Vernon now on the move again.
You know, a lot of Hartman's passes are not deep passes, but the yards after catch. I mean, he has a 31-yard pass for a touchdown, a 12-yard pass, 12-yard pass for a touchdown, 11-12. But a lot of that is a 3-yard pass that turns into a 12-yard gain.
Yeah, actually, probably the longest pass we saw him throw was here in the first quarter. Probably about a 10 or 11-yarder right over the middle, Rick. Remember, they had 2nd and 24, and he flipped it over to Whitlock. Yeah. Now we're going to have a timeout here. So timeout on the field. 5:40 to go in this second quarter. 36-6. Belle Vernon over the Mustangs, and we'll be back right after these messages on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Turn to the experts. Fayette Furnace Company Incorporated, serving the Tri-County area since 1920. The area's oldest and most reliable heating and cooling contractor, specializing in Carrier equipment. Employee owned and operated, choosing Fayette Furnace Company and Carrier not only gives you over 200 years of experience, but gives you the experts to help you solve your home's comfort needs. and call Fayette Furnace Company in Carrier to solve your home comfort needs today. Call 724-438-5400 or look up Fayette Furnace Company on the web at fayettefurnacecompany.com. Turn to the experts, almost 100 years of serving the Tri-County area. For more information, call Mike at 724-438-5400. That's 724-438-5400 for Fayette Furnace Company.
Welcome back to the South Union Township Sports Network. We've got a full moon here on Friday the 13th at Belle Vernon, and we're seeing a lot of action here by Belle Vernon. Here's a quick pass. There's Labuda. Another scoring pass by Hartman. That's going to be his 4th touchdown pass here in this first half. That pass to Labuda, an 18-yard connection from Hartman to Labuda. And now all of a sudden, 42-6, 5:34 to go. Hartman, as we mentioned, another touchdown pass here in his first half. And Labuda with a catch. He's been everywhere on the field as well. Nice 50-yard punt return earlier, and they're going to bring in Guess here for the extra point attempt. 42-6, the Mustangs trailing Belle Vernon. And again, we're still looking at a lot of personnel switches here. Not sure what's going on. Only got 4 seconds left on the play clock. They're able to get the snap off, and Guess able to drive that ball down to Jake's Pizza on 51. He can kick, there's no doubt about it. Looks like the wind's kind of died down here a little bit, Rick.
A little bit. Flags are still flapping, but they're not standing as straight out as they were.
Yeah, but Belle Vernon just easily having their way. As we said, 18-yard touchdown pass from Hartman to Labuda. And we're going to take a break here now. 43-6, 5:34 to go. We'll be right back after these messages on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Colon cancer is the second leading cause of cancer deaths. Signs include abdominal pain and rectal bleeding. Colon cancer develops from a degenerating benign growth or polyp. Doctors performing colonoscopy are able to remove precancerous polyps, thus preventing colon cancer. This saves lives, and the American Cancer Society now recommends that everyone have a colonoscopy every 10 years, beginning at age 50. Offer the latest diagnostic testing. SWGI, specialists in digestive health.
Welcome back to the South Union Township Sports Network. Jerry Dupay. It's like Neil Armstrong here. Keeps looking at this moon. He's ready to go. As we said, beautiful night here at Belle Vernon. Full moon, Friday the 13th. And
blood moon.
Yeah, blood moon, is that what it is?
It's a blood moon.
I know each month has a different name, but tonight it's full, beautiful out. Not very beautiful, though, tonight for the Mustangs. They're trailing 43-6. 5:34 to go.
It'll be alternative timing now.
Yeah, we'll have a continuous running clock here in this second half. Here's the kick from Guess, a low knuckler. It's going to be fielded. It looks like number 21. It looks like Cole Allen. He's able to get out. Pretty nice return by Allen. Able to get a 31. I'm sorry, that is number 31. That's going to be Ethan Papke. Papke able to get it out to the 26-yard line. My fault, I couldn't see that far, Jer. But no, nice return there by Papke. Going to set up the Mustangs on their own 26-yard line. 5:29 to go, 1st and 10. And as we said, Christopher throwing a lot. Game taking a long time with all the incomplete passes, but Belle Vernon's quick strike offense just able to shred the Mustangs defense. Not much they can do here tonight. There's Christopher again dropping back. Here's a screen. You're going to flip it over to, looks like, Thomas, and Thomas able to get a nice gain. 15-yard gain there for Thomas. A nice play call. Belle Vernon sent a ton of rushers there against Christopher. Able to draw the defense in. A nice little flip pass there for a 15-yard gain to Chanel Thomas. So 1st down for the Mustangs.
Well executed, too. Good blocking.
Yeah, and here's a handoff now to Thomas. Thomas able to pick up, another 5 yards. So now all of a sudden the Mustangs driving, so it's 2nd and 5. They're down to the 49-yard line. Even 5 minutes to go here in this second quarter.
So here's one of the frustrations for the Mustangs. Thomas has 7 carries for 14 yards.
Right. And that was probably his biggest gain of the night right there, and there it is. He's caught in the backfield. That's a fantastic job there by the Belle Vernon defense. Looks like number 60, 68. Can't really get a good number here. 68, that's Barron. Nice tackle. It's going to set up a 3rd and 8 from the 46-yard line. Christopher again in the shotgun. Looks to flip it to Burchek, but he's got a chance. Gallagher along. Just overthrew him.
A lot of hand slapping going on down that sideline.
Yes, there was. It looked like Dane Anden almost kind of held him a little bit on the side, but Gallagher not able to shake him. Nice looking pass, but
the Mustangs are without 2 key players tonight for the WMBS audience. Robbie Slater is out for this game, and so is Tyler Slavic. All-purpose yard, Slater is the leader for the Mustangs, and Slavic is a key component on the line on both sides of the ball, so they're working at a disadvantage.
Right. I think we're going to get an offside call here. Looked like number 52, I think. That was going to be Dakota Marion. Marion, 6'2", 245-pound junior, jumped off on the hard count by Christopher, so it's going to help the Mustangs out a little bit. It's going to bring up a 4th and 3 now.
Now they're in the leopard territory.
Yeah, rather than a 4th and 8. And really need a conversion here. In motion, Romesburg. Play clock down to 15, still a lot of time. There's Christopher going to take it himself. Trying to get up the middle, but he's going to be awfully close. I actually think he might have it, Rick.
That was a sort of delayed run.
He kind of hesitated a little bit, but able to spin out. Yeah, I think he did get it. Yeah. Yeah.
I saw my first chain gang measurement in years.
Oh, yeah?
Tonight.
They're going to measure here again?
And I get 2 in one game.
Yes, you do. Must be the full moon.
For those of you that are going to watch it on the South Union Township YouTube channel, this game, Jerry's zooming in on it.
Yeah, Jerry. Great camera work by Jerry, and you're going to see. I think he's going to get it by half a ball, to be honest with you.
I think he's getting the hang of this after 4,000 games.
Took him a while, huh?
Well, he had to warm up a little bit. Oh,
look at that. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He got it by 2 hot sauces.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Strung a couple halushkis together right there. A couple noodles together for you, Rick.
They had some good halushki.
Yeah. Looks good.
Belle Vernon Stadium.
They're treating us good here.
Sausage.
Yeah. Nice crowd here tonight, too. Good showing by the Mustang fans. That's going to be a 1st down, though, for the Mustangs. Running clock. We're down to 4 minutes to go here in this second quarter. Snap back. Here comes Thomas again. Thomas able to pick up about 4 yards, maybe 5. Thomas getting the workhorse load here tonight. As we mentioned, Robbie Slater out with an injury. So Thomas getting pretty much all the carries out of the backfield.
No huddle.
No huddle, trying to catch Belle Vernon off guard. Thomas.
He got swallowed.
He got swallowed up. Actually ran into his own man looking for a block, looking to come off of that block, and Belle Vernon just swarmed. We're going to have to give credit to their whole defense there. I think there was 4 guys on top of Thomas there.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. All 4 of them had numbers that started with a 6.
Yeah. So that's why we're going to give credit to everybody. So third and 5 now. That screen pass set up, just going to be flipped a little long. Belle Vernon kind of snipped that one out. The Leopards started to show a little bit of a blitz, a little bit of a rush, but then just dropped back, able to catch the Mustangs and forced Christopher to throw that pass high and wide. If not, he would have been his 3rd interception of the game here tonight. But now down. Here goes the Mustangs. Christopher's going to blitz.
He's going to
put it up to Burchek. He's unable to pick it up. Nice defense there. Oh, yeah, he had to throw it. He was getting blitzed there. Number 68, I think that's Barron.
Lucky it was only single coverage out there because that ball was way up in the air.
Oh, yeah. Took a long time to come up and get down, but, yeah. So, all of a sudden, I'm sorry, Thomas Kovac is number 68. I apologize. So, Kovac with the heat on Christopher and Belle Vernon.
Christopher is 5 for 16 for 107 yards and 2 interceptions.
Right.
The one big 80-yard.
Yeah, the 80-yard pass to Gallagher for the Mustangs' only score. But Belle Vernon now going to take over on downs. 3:07 to go here in the second quarter. 43-6, Belle Vernon over the Mustangs. Hartman's going to hand it off to Callaway. Callaway able to pick up a quick 7 yards.
Tackled by Thomas.
Tackled by Shanil Thomas. Thomas is going to sleep good tonight. He's been pretty much everywhere, offensively and defensively for the Mustangs.
6-yard pickup.
6-yard pickup now, and Belle Vernon just going to run some clock. We're down to 2:40 to go.
Callaway's got 38 yards on 7 carries.
Right. One of those being a touchdown. Here's Labuda, split out. Far side. Fake handoff. Going to be a pitch back to Callaway. Callaway's got blockers. He's able to get to the outside. He's going to get forced out. Rodney Gallagher with a nice tackle there. He and Izzy stopping Callaway, but not after a huge gain. It's going to be an 18-yard gain for Callaway. And another first down for Belle Vernon. Stops the clock with 2:16 to go. Once they get set, though, 31-yard line, 1st and 10. There's Hartman now to Rogie. Rogie on his 3rd carry. As we mentioned, he had 14 yards on the first 2, and he's able to pick up another 6 there. So the fullback, they like to use him. The big fella, he's pretty tough through the hole there.
That's a relic position. You don't see a lot of fullbacks anymore.
No, you don't. He's doing a great job of both. Setting up some offensive runs on blocks, and there with his 3rd carry, as we said, 5-yard gain. That's going to give him 19 yards on the night. But more importantly, a 2nd and 5 for the Belle Vernon Leopards. Already up 37, 43-6. We're down to a minute and a half to go in this second quarter, and there's a screen pass right out to Callaway. Callaway able to dance and jump around, make a couple guys miss. Callaway able to get up to the 15-yard line, an 11-yard gain for another Belle Vernon first down. So Belle Vernon trying to add some more points right before the end of this first half.
Tony, one thing I love is those plays where you don't keep stats on. That was a great seal block by Whitlock.
Yes, it was.
Allow him to spring out. He did. Open the end.
Here's Hartman again. Quick pass, quick hitter to Labuda for a 5-yard gain. Labuda down to the 10. Tackled out of bounds. It stops the clock with 1:03 to go. As you mentioned, Hartman doesn't throw a whole lot of long passes, but extremely effective. And he's got a ton of receivers as well. We've seen him pass to, 6 different guys tonight?
According to my stats, he does not have an incompletion yet.
Right. No, he does not. We've never seen the ball. Yeah, we've never seen the ball hit the ground. 12 for 12 here tonight. What, 5 touchdowns? They're going to try to score another one here before the half. Whitlock in motion. He's going to get the pass. There's a nice play, though. Rodney Gallagher stepping right up, knocking Whitlock off his feet. Clock's still running. Now they're going to call a timeout. Belle Vernon with their first timeout. So we're going to take a timeout as well. 51 seconds to go here in this second quarter. 43-6, Belle Vernon over the Mustangs, and we'll be right back on the South Union Township Sports Network after these messages.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Welcome back to the South Union Township Sports Network. 51.9 seconds to go here in this second quarter. Belle Vernon commanding 37-point lead over the Mustangs of Laurel Highlands, and Belle Vernon taking a timeout, trying to put some more points on the board here. They've got a 3rd down and 5 on their own 10-yard line. Hartman in the shotgun. Callaway to his left. Fake to Callaway. They're going to flip it right back out to Whitlock again. But again, nice defensive pressure there by Riley Bosley to force Whitlock out. So now, what do you do here, Rick? You've got 37-point lead. You got a fantastic kicker. And you got 4th down and 4. Be interesting to see what Coach Humbert does here. Do you send out Guest to hit another one down to Route 51, or do you go for it and leave the Mustangs with very little time and in their own end, deep in their own end?
Well, they're not kicking it.
No, they are not kicking it. They've got the offense out there. Hartman again. He's going to roll right. Passes it back through the middle, and no. It's going to be his first incomplete pass.
Coverage there by Brumfeld and Cook.
Very nice coverage by Brumfeld and Cook.
First incompletion.
First incompletion, as you mentioned. He had 14 straight, I'm sorry.
14 of 15.
Yep, 14 of 15 here in his first half. 4 touchdowns for Hartman. And the Mustangs are going to take over on downs. 45.3 seconds to go. But they'll have the ball at their own 9-yard line. Got to imagine they're going to probably play it pretty safe, but at this point...
Well, to them, that's like a punt.
Yeah.
I mean, their Mustangs are so far pinned up against the fence.
Well, you're going to have... I mean, I wouldn't be surprised that you're going to have Christopher in a shotgun. You got to try to do something. I don't think it's going to get any better in this second half.
Trips left.
Trips left. Going to hit a cutting Burchek, and it's going to be picked off.
Tipped at the line.
Ball was tipped at the line of scrimmage, and who came up with that? That's going to be... I'm trying to get a number here. Looks like number 3. Is that what I see? Can't really tell. Maybe... Who is that? Yeah, I don't know. But all I know is this. That's the 3rd interception tonight for Christopher, and it sets the Leopards right back up with 41.3 seconds to go. And the Belle Vernon offense coming right back out. Here they go.
An 8-yard field they have.
Yes. Under center. Here comes Hartman. He's just going to take a knee.
Oh, there's a flag.
They're going to run some time off? No, there's a flag.
There is a flag.
Yeah.
Belle Vernon coach cannot be happy about little things like that. I know they're up a bunch, but still.
Yeah, Coach Humbert.
Taking a knee can't be that difficult. He's under center again.
Yeah, no, he's just going to take another knee, I'm sure. And he does. And that's going to pretty much end this first half. The running clock. It is going to end the first half. So now both teams are going to go into the locker room with Belle Vernon leading the Mustangs 43-6 at the end of this first half. We're going to come back with some halftime festivities. We're going to come back with stats. We'll give you an update on where everything's at right after these messages here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Centers for Rehab Services, CRS, a part of UPMC and the Center for Sports Medicine, is a proud sponsor of the South Union Township Sports Network and its coverage of area youth sports. Make Centers for Rehab Services your choice for all of your physical and occupational therapy needs. CRS, located at 160 Wayland Smith Drive, provides physical therapy, occupational therapy, work injury programs, and hand therapy. Valuing patient satisfaction is one of their highest priorities. Centers for Rehab Services offers a patient-centered environment where each patient has an individualized treatment plan developed for their specific needs. They are experts in helping you recover from injuries, increase strength, and build endurance. CRS professionals have become highly skilled through a strong commitment to continuing education and advanced certifications to ensure the most cutting-edge and cost-effective treatment for their patients. Jim Burns, a lifetime Uniontown area resident, is a licensed physical therapist and facility director of the Uniontown location, as well as a field faculty instructor for Duquesne University and for the University of Pittsburgh School of Physical Therapy. He invites you to stop by his state-of-the-art location and discuss your rehabilitation needs. Center for Rehab Services is participating with most insurance plans, including all Highmark products, UPMC Health Plan, and Medicare. Available 5 days a week and offering extended hours for patient convenience. Patients are seen within 24 to 48 hours and walk-ins are always welcome. Patients may also be seen through direct access, which does not require a physician's prescription. CRS worked with physicians and other healthcare providers to help you find relief, live your life again, and get you back into the game. For more information, call CRS at 724-437-7500. Where you treat for physical therapy is always your choice, so ask for Centers for Rehab Services. It's your health, it's your choice.
Davis and Davis, helping the injured.
If you're injured in an accident, after you address the medical problems, you're going to be faced with numerous questions concerning who's going to pay your medical bills, your property damage, the wages that you might be losing if you can't go to work. These are things that you need counsel for.
That your income is protected, that your bills are paid, that your family's taken care of. We've been doing this since 1976. We've helped injured people. We can help you.
Davis and Davis, attorneys at law.
Welcome back to the South Union Sports Network. We've got halftime here at Belle Vernon with the Leopards leading 43-6 over the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. Quick recap of the scoring. The Mustangs took the first possession and had a 3-and-out. Punted, and Nolan Nabuda had a 50-yard punt return that took the ball down to the Mustang 1-yard line, where Devin Whitlock scored on a 1-yard run with 10:45 to go in the first. The Mustangs again had another possession, kicked the ball away again, and we saw Hartman come in and pass to Callaway on a 3rd and 14, convert a 31-yard touchdown pass with 6:06 to go. The Mustangs again came in with a possession, no luck, drove the ball a little bit, but that was pretty much about it. Turnover on downs. Belle Vernon was able to drive it down, and Hartman able to hit Ian Maloney on a 14-yard touchdown pass with 3:10 to go. The Mustangs able to get the ball back, and a quick strike offense from Tyler Christopher to Rodney Gallagher on an 80-yard touchdown pass. Gallagher able to show a ton of moves You can see actually why he's a fantastic basketball player as well, Rick. I mean, he dodged and moved every way around and was able to score on an 80-yard touchdown pass at 2:48 of the first for the Mustangs' first score. They kicked off. Belle Vernon able to drive the ball back down again. Again, Hartman, another touchdown pass, this time a 6-yard touchdown pass to Dane Anden with 9:53 to go in the second. The Mustangs turned the ball over. Belle Vernon able to get the ball back. They were able to score on a less than a minute drive, resulting in Larry Calloway with a 2-yard touchdown run with 8:14 to go in the second. The Mustangs, again, not able to move the ball anywhere, turned the ball over on downs, and that led to Hartman passing for his 4th touchdown, an 18-yard touchdown pass, this time to Nolan Labuda with 5:34 to go in the second. And that finishes up the scoring in that first half. Belle Vernon probably had another chance to score. They were on their own, on the Mustangs' 8-yard line, but decided to take a knee to end the first half. So at the end of the half, it's Belle Vernon 43, Laurel Highlands 6. And with your first half stats, here's Rick Frank.
These stats are a little bit deceiving. For Belle Vernon, Hartman was 14 of 15 for 134 yards and 4 touchdowns. Running, Whitlock had 38, Anden had 18, Rogie had 20, and Callaway had 71. So in the air, 134, on the ground, 137 for 271 yards. That number seems a little bit low.
Yes.
But the Leopards had a short field most of the game.
Yes,
they really didn't have to rack up many yards.
You're right.
And they had an interception.
Yes.
For Tyler Christopher, he was 5 for 17 for 107 yards and 3 interceptions. The 1 touchdown, 80-yard touchdown to Gallagher. Rushing, the leading rusher was Chanel Thomas with 13 yards for the Mustangs, Tony. So 107 in the air, 114 on the ground for 121 yards. The Mustangs just didn't have any answer, although toward the end of the first half, second quarter, toward the end of the first half, they did start moving the ball a little bit, got a couple first downs. They just don't seem to have any answer. The Leopards seem just too fast on defense, and if they can't stop them, they have to score, and they just haven't been able to move the ball to score.
Right. That's the thing. I mean, Belle Vernon, as we said, probably had, 4 drives, Rick, that covered less than 1 minute on the clock and just able to drive the ball down at will, and the Mustangs just having a tough time. And in their defense, though, as well, the Mustangs they're the much smaller team compared to Belle Vernon. Belle Vernon's got some beef up front. They've got a couple 285-pound guys on the line, and they're just able to dominate everything and open up some holes. And these runners from Belle Vernon, they know how to hit the hole, and they're just able to dominate this whole first half. So the Mustangs, as we mentioned, they're going to come in with a running clock here in this second half, down 37, but hopefully they can come and just put a couple drives together and have something to build on going into next week. But we'll have to see what happens. So we're going to take another break here on the South Union Township Sports Network. We'll be back with the second half kickoff here. As we said, the Belle Vernon Leopards 43, Laurel Highlands 6 here at halftime. Tony Hanola, Rick Frank, and Jerry Dupay. We'll be back.
The key to success in life is teamwork. On and off the field, in the workplace, in the home, in our schools. Teamwork gets it done. The world of competitive sports offers many good things, the most important of which is teamwork. Individual talent may win a few games, but teamwork wins championships. Go team! Go Laurel Highlands Mustangs! This positive message has been brought to you and paid for by Jason Scott.
Welcome back. Welcome back to the South Union Township Sports Network. getting ready to kick off the second half here. Belle Vernon handily ahead, 43-6 over the Mustangs. And they're going to receive the ball. Belle Vernon going to get the ball here in this second half. Looks like, again, Whitlock and Nolan Labuda back to receive the kick from the Mustangs.
They did the right thing at the end of the first half, Tony took, and that knee has to be 50.
Yes, they did. That ball's going to be caught. Looks like Galloway, I think. And he's gone. Wow. And to start the second half, Larry Calloway.
13 seconds.
I'm going to say a 75-yard. Looked like he was about the 25-yard line there, Rick. So we're going to go with a 75-yard kickoff return. Larry Calloway, one of the upbacks, able to get it and just weave his way right through the Mustang special teams to put the Belle Vernon Leopards up now, 49-6.
That's exactly the way Coach Humbert drew it up.
Yeah.
On special teams.
Yeah, I'll tell you, impressive. We said it's already a running clock here in this second half, but I think they should be running it now, don't you think, Rick? The clock stopped. The score. Keep it running. There's Guess. Again, blasts it right through. Now 50-6. Belle Vernon Leopards.
I had a little problem there, but that was impressive blocking. I love when those plans go, not against the Mustangs, but obviously they practiced that and executed it very well.
Oh yeah, it was an impressive run. There's no doubt. Well, he just got right outside, and that was it. So we're going to take a quick break. 13 seconds into this second half. Belle Vernon 50, Laurel Highlands 6. We'll be right back after these messages on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Creditors calling you day and night? Your debt overwhelms you? Although you may feel that you're in a hopeless situation, Zebley, Mahalev & White can help. We're a full-service local bankruptcy firm that knows what a difficult time this is and what to do to help you get a fresh start. Call Zebley, Mahalev & White today for a free consultation. Your hometown bankruptcy firm. Call us today.
Don't borrow more money until you talk to Zebley, Mahalev & White.
Welcome back to the South Union Township Sports Network. Jerry Dupay on the camera, Tony Hanola and Rick Frank giving you play-by-play action here. We just started the second half. Larry Calloway with a 75-yard touchdown return. 13 seconds into this second half. And there's a kick by Guess. And again, another touchback, even into the wind this time, Rick.
Yeah, it was a 20-mile-an-hour wind.
Yeah, he's got a great leg. Tell you what, he's extremely impressive, I'm sure. There's going to be a few colleges looking at him. So, Guess. It puts the Mustangs back at the 20-yard line. Yeah, we've got, again, Tyler Christopher in. 1st and 10, 20-yard line. And that was, we said, 50-6, Belle Vernon over the Mustangs. Again, here's a handoff to Chenille Thomas. Thomas, nice run there. 8-yard gain for Chenille Thomas. Thomas, as we mentioned, doing all of the work out of the backfield with Robbie Slater on the shelf here tonight. Doing a fantastic job. Just looking to pick his holes. That was a great run, probably as long as the evening. There's Christopher going to call his own number. He's going to get the first down for the Mustangs. Moves the stick ahead. 5-yard gain for Tyler Christopher. It's going to give him first down on the 32-yard line. 10:55 on a running clock.
That's only his 5th carry tonight.
He hasn't run much, just tried to do a lot of throwing. And here again, he's going to drop back again. Just threw that ball a little behind Rodney Gallagher, who was open, but you had a closing Nolan Labuda on defense. Gallagher probably not a bad idea that he did drop that, but just threw it a little bit behind him, so incomplete. Gallagher with the Mustangs' only touchdown on an 80-yard touchdown pass from Christopher in this first quarter. Here's Christopher again. Inside handoff to Chenille Thomas. Thomas tries to get outside, but nice tackle there. Devin Whitlock comes in and steps in the gap. Stops Thomas from gaining any yardage at all.
That blocking just wasn't there. They never had a chance. Both outside receivers missed their blocks, and then Thomas had no chance.
Yes. They closed in pretty quickly. Labuda and Whitlock both. Here it is, 3rd down and 11. Here's a screen, inside screen to Burchek. Burchek wide open. There he goes. Nice run there after the catch. Picks up about 14. It's going to give the Mustangs another first down. I'm sorry, we'll make that 12. And now here comes the Mustangs. Hurry up offense. Christopher with Brumfield in motion. He gets the handoff. And the Belle Vernon defense closes quickly. Number 7, Dane Anden with the stop.
There was a hole there for a split second. Not enough time for Brumfield to get through it, though.
Thanks, Brian. We welcome the WMBS audience. Belle Vernon took the opening kickoff of the second half. Larry Calloway with a 75-yard touchdown return to give the Belle Vernon Leopards a 50-6 lead. Now with a running clock, the Mustangs driving on their first possession of this second half. Tyler Christopher's got the Mustangs up to the 48-yard line. As we mentioned, a running clock, 8.5 minutes to go, but the Mustangs trying to put something together, trying to get ready for next week, their game against Greensburg-Salem. Here's an inside handoff to Gallagher. Gallagher's going to be shut down. Pretty nice tackle there. It's going to be a 4th down on the 50-yard line now for the Mustangs. So we'll send it back to Soup and Brian at WMBS and here on the South Union Township and at C. Harper Sports Night. And here we go. Mustangs going for it on 4th down at 7. Christopher, a lot of time. He's got a man open. Is it Burchek? And he's able to catch it. Nice pass. Very nice pitch and catch there. Christopher Burchek able to cut inside and beat Dane Anden there on the throw. Great throw by Christopher. That's going to move the ball all the way up to the 10-yard line. That's going to be a 40-yard completion.
We're throwing it downfield.
First down.
With the wind, and Christopher got behind Dane Anden, and there was no defense on that play.
No. Very nice route there run by Burchek. So first down on the 11. Here comes Thomas, and he's going to be stopped by a wall of Belle Vernon defenders. Make it 2nd down, probably a loss of about 2 yards. As we mentioned, a running clock. We're down to 7:10 here to go in this 3rd quarter. And as we mentioned, the Mustangs go into action next week against Greensburg-Salem. Belle Vernon will be host to Indiana next week. So 2 home games in a row for the Leopards. Here's Christopher with the snap. He's going to keep it. Get back to the original line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a 1 yard or so.
I think he picked up 3 there. It was an optimal spot.
And it was an optimal spot, is right. I didn't think he got past the 10-yard line, Rick, but they're going to mark him down on the 9. Mustangs can get a first down without scoring, but here's a pass. Just a little bit low, Christopher. He had a lot of heat there. Looked like, was it number 41, Mitch Polat on the blitz. Able to stop Christopher from completing that pass. Now 4th down, 4th and 8. As we mentioned, they can get to the they can get to the 1-yard line and get a first down here. They're going to kick a field goal. Wow. Got somebody coming in late. That's number 20. It's Riley Bosley. Here's the attempt. It's up.
Looks like
it's no good. Wow, I thought Layton actually knocked that through the pipe. Zach Layton, 6'3", 180-pound junior with the attempt there. About a 17-yard attempt, but just not able to connect. From our vantage point, I thought he actually made it too, Rick, but missed it. And now it's going to be set at the 20-yard line. Belle Vernon takes over. And we're going to take a quick break here on the South Union Township Sports Network. We'll be right back after these messages.
Turn to the experts. Fayette Furnace Company Incorporated, serving the Tri-County area since 1920. The area's oldest and most reliable heating and cooling contractor, specializing in Carrier equipment. Employee owned and operated, choosing Fayette Furnace Company and Carrier not only gives you over 200 years of experience, but gives you the experts to help you solve your home's comfort needs. Call Fayette Furnace Company and Carrier to solve your home comfort needs today. Call 724-438-5400 or look up Fayette Furnace Company on the web at FayetteFurnaceCompany.com. Turn to the experts, almost 100 years of serving the Tri-County area. For more information, call Mike at 724-438-5400. That's 724-438-5400 for Fayette Furnace Company.
Township Sports Network, a running clock in this second half. Belle Vernon 50-6 over the Mustangs. They're going to take over on their own 20-yard line. Hartman still in at quarterback. And that looks like Whitlock again.
That's Andon.
I'm sorry, no, that's Andon. You're right. I'm sorry. I thought that was number 1. It was number 7. Dane Andon with a great run there. Able to get to the outside. Let's see where they mark him. Got the referees discussing thing. There's a penalty marker down. I think they're going to be a late hit on the Mustangs. No, they're going to wave it off. Wow. So nice run by Andon.
I think he got to the 43. That was a 23-yard run.
Yeah, 23-yard gain there by Andon. Nice run. Belle Vernon has a lot of weapons. I'll tell you, they're impressive, Rick. We've got a lot of guys touching the ball so far in this game.
Going back to the switching of quarterbacks, you just don't see that too often.
No, you don't. Kind of surprised he's still in Hartman. Yeah, I mean, I just because, like I said, he had that ACL, MCL, meniscus tear, I'd probably take him out. You got a long season to go. Here's the inside handoff to Whitlock. Whitlock going to pick up probably a quick 6 here on first down. 4:20 to go now.
43 yards for Whitlock on the ground.
Yeah, 43 yards, but I'll tell you what, he's an extremely impressive weapon, as we mentioned. The transfer from Monessen, he's a big asset for this Belle Vernon team. And here's Hartman, now under center. 2nd and 5. Running the play clock down as far as he can. Hartman going to scramble, being chased now by Huey. And now all of a sudden, here comes number 7. That's going to be Chanel Thomas. Thomas able to get right up there, but there's a penalty marker down. Thrown at the 43. They might call intentional grounding. He never threw it past the line of scrimmage is what it was. No receiver, but yeah, never got the ball past the line of scrimmage, so they're going to call intentional grounding. So that's going to be 10 yards and a loss of down, so that's going to make it 3rd down and 15.
That's the first breakdown on the Belle Vernon line that we've really seen.
Yes, it was.
That allowed Huey to move that pursuit.
Huey had great pursuit, and I'll tell you what, Chanel Thomas showed a lot of speed coming up and trying to shut that gap off as well. So nice job defensively there by the Mustangs. And as we mentioned, now it's going to be 3rd and 21. As we mentioned, loss of down and the yardage. So there's Hartman now set up in the shotgun. 2 receivers to each side. Callaway floating out of the backfield. Here's a screen pass. This is going to be to Callaway. Nice tackle right there by Izzy. Assisted there by number 7, Chanel Thomas. Thomas has been everywhere, as we said. He's had a fantastic game, even though the Mustangs are getting trounced.
There's a 15-yard pickup. He caught it about 3 yards, but there's seal blocks to the inside. Just made a wide lane that you and I could run through together.
That'd have to be a pretty big hole for the both of us. I mean, you're a pretty skinny fella, but I need a little more room than you, buddy. Now with 2:40 to go, you're going to have Whitlock in the Wildcat formation. It's going to be 4th and 6 at the Belle Vernon 47. Whitlock going to hand off to Andon. No, he's going to keep it himself, try to get there, and he does. He's able to drum through everybody. One man to beat is Brumfeld, and Brumfeld able to lasso him down there.
That's basically what he did.
Yeah, he really did lasso him down. That's going to be a 42-yard gain. They're going to mark him out at the 12. Sorry, so 41-yard gain for Whitlock. That's probably going to take him over 100 yards rushing, isn't it, Rick? It's going to be pretty close. Yeah, they're going to take him up to the 12, so first 84, I'm sorry, okay.
On 7 carries.
84 on 7, so pretty good numbers for the sophomore Whitlock.
Averaging 12 yards a carry,
yeah, 12 yards a carry doesn't hurt anybody. Here we go up front. This is number 44. That's going to be Jack Breyer coming in at the fullback spot, and he's going to plunge in for a quick 12-yard touchdown run. It's going to put Belle Vernon up 56-6. Now with a 50-point lead. And I'm sure they're going to send out Guess for the extra point. Welcome to the WMBS audience. We just had a quick score. Belle Vernon took the ball over on their own 20 after a missed field goal by the Mustangs and able to just drive the ball straight down, converting on a 12-yard touchdown run by Jack Breyer. The extra point attempt is up and good by Cameron Guess. So with a minute 36 seconds to go here in this third quarter, Belle Vernon with a 51-point lead, 57-6 over the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. And we're going to take a quick break, send it back to Brian and Soup. We're going to take a break here on the South Union Township Sports Network and WMBS and the C. Harper Sports Night.
Southwestern Endoscopy Center is a state-licensed and Medicare-certified facility and emphasizes privacy, comfort, caring, and safety for colonoscopies and upper GI endoscopies. Painless procedures are done with twilight sedation given by a board-certified anesthesiologist. The center accepts most insurance plans and is staffed by Doctors Ruthhart, Calabrese, Stokes, SWGI, specialists in digestive health.
Welcome back to James Weir Stadium, Belle Vernon, Pennsylvania. Tony Anula, Rick Frank, and Jerry Dupay on the camera. Coming off another score by the Belle Vernon Leopards, making the score now 57-6. Belle Vernon kicking off deep. Again, it really doesn't matter because that's going to be fielded. No, once it crosses the goal line, it's done. So now, that was Maurice Richardson back for the Mustangs. Check that. Keandre Cook, I'm sorry. So Cook actually was, and he was chomping at the bit, Rick, to try to get out.
He did want to.
Yes, he did, but just couldn't do it. So now the Mustangs going to, again, start another possession on their own 20-yard line. I think they've done that probably about 8 times here tonight.
The Leopards still have their starting defensive team in,
which is kind of surprising. They've got a pretty deep bench, but I'm sure we're going to see some of them in the fourth quarter. There's Christopher handing off inside. Couldn't really tell if that was Thomas, which I'm going to guess it is. He's done, as we said, the brunt of the work here tonight for the Mustangs out of the backfield. And it was, yes. Janelle Thomas again with another carry. It's very, very small pickup, maybe a yard.
Skinny yard.
Yeah, if that. Here's Christopher out of the shotgun. He's got a man, Gallagher, trying to throw it downfield, but Gallagher again defended by Dane Andon. They've battled a couple times here tonight. Andon, pretty good defensive back there, blanketing Gallagher all except on that 80-yard pass.
I think that pass just took off. Mustangs are going downwind, and that he released it probably on a still night. It would have been right on.
Yeah. Again, he's going to set up a screen, a middle screen now, and it's Thomas. He's only going to pick up about 5 yards. That's going to bring up another 4th down, and it's also going to bring us to the end of this third quarter. So, have to wait and see here all of a sudden. Yep, the Mustangs are just going to ride it out here. So, at the end of the third quarter, Belle Vernon 57, the Mustangs 6. We'll be right back on the South Union Township Sports Network to start the fourth quarter right after these messages. Welcome back to the South Union Township Sports Network, and now our audience with WMBS. We're here for fourth quarter action at James Weir Stadium. Belle Vernon easily handling the Mustangs tonight, 57-6. There's a punt by Daniel Izzy.
High and short.
High and short. Going to get a roll, though. Romsburg able to mark it down on the 42-yard line. It's only going to be a 17, 18-yard punt there, Rick.
Probably would have been 25 or 30, but that wind was right in his face in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, as we said, Mustangs going against probably about a 30-mile-an-hour wind here tonight in this fourth quarter. Belle Vernon, as we said, just able to manhandle the Mustangs so far here tonight. Let's see what they come out with offensively in this fourth quarter.
They played Hartman the whole, from whenever he came in until, let's see who's going to be the quarterback.
Yeah, I think Whitlock's going to be in the quarterback position now, which he is.
The sophomore.
The sophomore Whitlock, as we said, transferred from Monessen. He's going to be under center. He's going to go back and just hand the ball over. It's going to be number 30. It's going to be Anthony. No, we don't have a 30, do we? It doesn't look like it. We're going to check again. We want to make sure we give everybody their just due. Number 30 for the Belle Vernon Leopards is, Ryan Hamer. So Hamer with the carry. Going to pick up a good 14 yards on his first carry of the night. Marks the ball down at the 28-yard line. 1st and 10, Belle Vernon. Now in a quarterback is number 4. That's going to be Jackson Jewell. Jewell's going to hand off again. It looked like number 30 again, and it was. That was Hamer again. So Hamer there with about a 4-yard gain. Taking the ball down to the 24-yard line. 10:17 to go on a running clock. The Mustangs defense, you would think they've been on the field a long time, Rick, but as we said earlier on, Belle Vernon's just been able to score in really quick bursts. I mean, we've seen a couple that have been less than a minute in time.
The field position's been lopsided, too.
Yeah, that's definite.
I think they've only started one possession from their own end.
Yes. Here comes Hamer again on a pitch from Whitlock, and he's going to get the first down all the way up to the 16-yard line. It's going to be an 8-yard gain for Hamer. So Hamer coming in now, getting a lot of action here in this fourth quarter. Whitlock was under center that time. He made the pitch to Hamer, able to cut around end on the right side.
Here's a comparison of two teams. Chanel Thomas, 14 carries for 18 yards. That's the leading rusher for the Mustangs. Hamer just came in. He has 3 carries for 26 yards.
Yeah.
He has more yards than Chanel Thomas does.
Yes. As we mentioned, the Mustangs front line compared to Belle Vernon, pretty outsized. Okay, again, is that Hamer again? No. That's going to be number 44. That is Jack Breyer. Breyer actually scored a touchdown here in this second half on a 12-yard run on his first carry of the night. So Breyer now with 2 carries. He's going to pick up maybe a yard. They're just giving him no gain here. It's 2nd and 10 now from the 16. Belle Vernon. Breyer in the backfield as well as Hamer. And here comes Jewel Jackson. He's going to run under center. I'm sorry, Jackson Jewel. Got his name mixed up. I'm sorry, Jackson. He's going to make the pitch to Hamer. Here's Hamer again. Going to get the ball down probably for about a 4-yard gain there. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 6. Belle Vernon now at their own 14-yard line. I'm sorry, going to be 3rd down and 8 on the 14.
I want to shout out to some of our loyal listeners, Joby Candlemas down at the gas station and Joyce at the Tonsoro Parlor. I get comments that they listen every week, so thanks for listening. Thank
you for listening. You got to be a diehard right now. This 51-point differential. If you're listening now, thank you very much. Hopefully we're not punishing you too bad here. Again, here's the handoff. Hamer again. And Hamer almost spun out of that. He's able to get down probably back to the line of scrimmage. Actually thought he was going to break out of there for a minute.
He picked up 3, actually.
Yeah, they marked it. Wow, they gave him a pretty fortuitous spot right there.
Hey, and the brine and soup, the halushki was excellent. We had pepperoni rolls and the hot sausage. I have to give Belle Vernon high marks for the food.
They've treated us well.
Bacon and the halushki.
Yeah, they've treated us well here. Too bad you guys missed it. We'll have to meet you on the way home, though, for a little pop. All right, 4th and 5 now from the 11. Man in motion. Jewel with the handoff, and that's going to be another 1st down. Still driving. I think that was Hamer again. Yep. Hamer again.
Down to about
pretty impressive. He's done a nice job coming in here and cleaning up things here in this 4th quarter.
41 yards on 6 carries.
Hamer, just looking at his numbers, he's only a sophomore, 5'8", 185 pounds. So nice to see him getting some game action here for Belle Vernon. It's going to be 1st and goal on the 2. Now I'm going to imagine that Hamer's going to get it again out of the I position. No. Nice job there by Jackson. Jewel Jackson's just going to take a knee. A little show of class there by Coach Humbert. Realizes that the Mustangs are kind of being outmanned a little bit. Nice job there, especially with a 51-point lead. Don't be surprised if he doesn't do this again on the next 3 downs. Doesn't want to run up the score on his alma mater. Thank you very much, Coach. Nice touch of class.
Yeah, that wasn't the case with Coach Root here a dozen years ago. He would have gone for 2.
Yeah. said, he knows he's kind of outmanned him. He's got a great football squad. There's no doubt. You can pretty much expect Belle Vernon back in the playoffs again. This at the end of this year. They've had a couple nice runs over the last few years. Able to get to the second round of the playoffs the last 2 years. Just haven't been able to reach that pinnacle of getting to the WPIAL championship game. But I'll tell you what, they got weapons here this year. You never know.
They got bounced by South Fayette last year and TJ the year before.
Right. Well, we saw a number too, Rick, where these seniors for Belle Vernon are 26-6. They're 6 losses. 3 of them have come to Thomas Jefferson, 2 of them to West Mifflin, and 1 to South Fayette. So, if you take Thomas Jefferson and West Mifflin and those guys out, I mean, they're WPIAL champs probably. And again, Jewel, the 5'9", 155-pound junior, going to take another knee. Clock's still running. We're closing in on 4 minutes to go here in this fourth quarter. The next play should take us down to about 3.5 remaining in this game. They have a nice touch there by Coach Humber. Actually got to see what some of his underclassmen can do.
They don't look bad.
No, they don't look bad. They've got a good future down here at Belle Vernon, as we mentioned. I mean, they've used a ton of weapons on offense. You've seen Whitlock and Callaway and Labuda. Just got a ton of players here, and outside of Hartman, the quarterback, he's a nice quarterback, as we said. Kind of dinks and dunks things around, but does a fantastic job and had a great game here tonight.
Belle Vernon turns it over on downs.
Yep.
In a sportsmanlike act there.
Very sportsmanlike. Nice job to Coach Humber. We'll give him credit there, and thank you very much. Nice show of class and a nice show of sportsmanship to your alma mater. It's going to give the Mustangs the ball back on their own 11-yard line. Closing in on 3 minutes to go right now. The Mustangs, are we going to see some substitutes from them? I think we are. Daniel Carney, a 5'5", 145-pound sophomore, in a quarterback now for the Mustangs. Chanel Thomas still in the backfield. Waiting for another player. Looks like number 21, Cole Allen, a little slow in getting on the field. Probably wasn't sure if he was supposed to be in or not.
Looks like Brian Yurchek's the quarterback.
Fumbled snap. That ball's going to be picked up and run in. Yes, it is. Carney unable to handle the snap. Belle Vernon able to pick it up and just run it in. I'm not exactly sure what number ran it in there. Let's see here. It's going to be number 72 for Belle Vernon. And that's going to be Craig Dongilli, the 5'9", 205-pound sophomore. So you can't fault him for that. He picked up the ball on the 1-yard line after the fumbled snap and pretty much just fell into the end zone.
Leaned in.
Yeah. So now that's going to make the score now 63-6. 2:30 to go here in this fourth quarter. We're going to see Cameron Guest come back on. We've got one other player from Belle Vernon hustling on here.
Yeah, well, they need him because he's in the middle.
Yeah, number 74. That's Eden Shemesh hustling on. And this is not Guest. This is number 20. This is Tyler Kovach, the 5'7", 157-pound sophomore who missed that kick. A little wide left. So the score remains 63-6. 2:30 to go here in this fourth quarter with the Mustangs trailing. And we'll be back on the South Union Township Sports Network and WMBS Radio right after these messages on the C. Harper Friday Night Sports Night.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Welcome back. 2:30 to go here at James Weir Stadium, Belle Vernon, Pennsylvania. right off of State Route 51. Kicking off now for Belle Vernon. It's going to be Tyler Kovach. Kovach just missed that extra point. But here we go. Welcome to our WMBS radio network. Here's Kovach with the kickoff. 2:30 to go here in this fourth quarter. Ball gets past number 31. It's going to be Ethan Papke. Papke able to corral that ball. Kind of got past him there a little bit, Rick, but he was able to get it back up to about the 17-yard line. That's where the Mustangs will take over, trailing 63-6 against a pretty loaded Belle Vernon team. As we mentioned, some of the shock troops in now. Daniel Carney in a quarterback. Still flanked. No, Chenille Thomas is actually out now. I think we have...
Brian Yurchek is here on the left side as a receiver. Gallagher's still in.
I think we have Cole Allen in the background now. In the backfield, I'm sorry. Or no, I'm sorry, that was not. That was number 26. That was Parker Georgiana, the junior, seeing his first action of the night. Carney tackled there for a loss.
He was shell-shocked there because two guys missed their blocks, and there was two guys with the number 7 coming at him.
Yeah, and he's not that big of a fella either, only 5'5", 145. So let's see what we got here. Here's a little jet sweep. Here's Chenille Thomas again. Thomas able to pick up a yard there. We've got about a minute 20 to go. So
I'm going to make one more Halushki comment. This Halushki was pretty good, but it wasn't as good as the Halushki at the stadium, LH Mustang Corral that Tyler Christopher's mom makes.
Nice. Just suck it up, aren't you, Rick?
Oh, well.
That's okay. There's Gallagher in motion. Yep. Probably next to last play of the game, I'm going to guess. What are we going to get called? There's a penalty. I think there was actually too many men on the field for Belle Vernon.
It seems like a lot of green on
Yeah, a lot of confusion, so I think it's going to be called too many men on the field. It's going to give the Mustangs an extra 5. Make it now 3rd and 7 from the 21-yard line. 1:01 remaining. Belle Vernon on Hall of Fame night, able to have their way here tonight with the Mustangs. Rodney Gallagher, he's going to fumble, pick it back up. Let's see what kind of moves he's going to make. He's got some speed, too. Almost. Is he going to beat him?
Oh, it's easy.
Looks like he's going to roll. Rodney Gallagher with a 79-yard run. His second touchdown of the night for the Mustangs on a busted play. Fumbled in the background on the handoff from Carney, but able to pick it back up and cut back the other way. It's scored from 79 yards out. So Gallagher now tonight, an 80-yard reception in the first quarter, and now a 79-yard run with 35.2 seconds left in this fourth quarter. So Rodney, not only can he do it on the basketball floor, he can do it on the football field. Nice job, and that's going to bring in Tyler Layton for the extra point attempt. Christopher to hold, Layton up, and Layton good. So now 35.2 seconds remaining. The Mustangs trail 63-13, and we're going to stay here. Get ready for this kickoff, and it's pretty much going to be the end of this game. But nice job by Rodney Gallagher. Actually looking forward to seeing that again on replay there, Jerry. He's got some great moves and some fantastic speed. And I'm sure Coach Auger is just praying all the way through that this kid doesn't get hurt for basketball season. But he's shown his prowess here on the football field as well. Nice job by Rodney.
He started outrunning some people, but then he had 3 pursuers. And about the 40-yard line of the Leopards, he just put the jets on and just pulled away from all of them. It wasn't even close.
He did. I actually thought that Evan Paul had an angle on him, number 22 for Belle Vernon. I thought he was going to come up and angle him out there on the sideline, but Gallagher just like he kicked in the afterburner, and fantastic run by Rodney.
2 carries for Rodney Gallagher for 159 yards.
Yeah, not too bad. Gallagher, with, as we said, with both touchdowns for the Mustangs. Makes the score 63-13. Layton is going to kick off. Looks like number 31. No, I'm sorry, that's going to be number 21, Jake Wessel. Trying to, on the backside for the coverage on the kick. Looks like Logan Cunningham as well. Kick bounces off, but Belle Vernon able to recover. The ball was knocked off of Anthony Miklas. But Belle Vernon able to recover, so I'm sure Coach Humber's just going to take a knee here. 31.9 seconds to go. And the clock's just going to continue to run, so it's going to be the end of this contest. Final score is going to be Belle Vernon 63, the Mustangs of Laurel Highlands 13. We're going to take a quick break and come back for a final summary here on the South Union Township Sports Network and WMBS 590 AM and 101.1 FM on the C. Harper Friday Night Sports Night. Tonight's game was brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, Atlantic Broadband, Armstrong Cable, and our friends at CUTV with Gary Smith and his staff. I'm Tony Anola with Rick Frank and Jerry Dupay, and this has been a South Union Township Sports Network presentation. Good night, everybody.